Hello, welcome again. Another episode of Cardboard Conversations. I'm Pat the Pauper here with the MTG Gaming crew. Bob,
Yo.
Matt, how you doing tonight, fellas?
I'm all right. Just woke up, so if I'm a little for the first 15 minutes,
Excuse me. Well,
Right?
I'm doing okay. I'm starting to get a little bit worried about the MTG 30th Spectacular in Las Vegas, though.
Right?
And what I mean by that is if you look on their page, this is the actual page that they're announcing. Save the date. They posted this June 14th. Blah, blah, blah. Lots of stuff. October 28th to the 30th. So we booked our flights, got our room. What I want to point out here is tickets for the celebration will go on sale in July. Been waiting.
Yeah.
With a range of ticket options, including virtual tickets for those who can't make the trip starting at $30. Seriously, folks, I don't know who wastes their money on those virtual tickets. BlizzCon does the same damn thing, and I can't, not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but seriously. And a single day general admission starting at $75, blah, blah, taxes, fees, weekend passes, VIP, which I'm very interested in, and commander-specific tickets will be available as well. More specific details around the ticket packages will be announced in July. Along with more information about events, panels, special guests, and exclusives you can only get at Magic 30th. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the 30th of July.
Yeah, funny enough, that's what mine says too. If
There's only one day left for July.
I'm patiently waiting, but I mean,
5 days left. Yeah.
TikTok, that's all there is, folks. I mean, the other pages they have just refers you coming back here, and there have been no updates since the 14th of June. I'm a little worried.
Yeah, I was going to message you saying the same thing. I'm like, man, I really hope they don't change the date or some crap.
Yeah, that would be awful. But you know what? I guess you and I are having a vacation in Vegas at the end of October either way. So come meet me and MTG Gaming Matt out there. Vegas for Halloween.
He'll be signing
my birthday,
so... at the Valero station.
Yeah, we'll be at the gas station at the local 7-Eleven.
And look, I think you are right. I do believe that you do get some exclusive access to some sort of product online.
Yeah, I think they said a special secret player.
Real clear details as far as what's available, when, or how. So it seems as though without Channel Fireball, I don't know if they can organize a get together themselves anymore.
You know, that's a great topic. A lot of people were worried about I guess Monopoly style control of TCG Player, which I'm kind of fine with because honestly, I'm so kind of fed up with eBay shenanigans, and there's all kinds of shenanigans. We could start a laundry list of that and what you have to filter through to trust a purchase on eBay, blah, 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 blah. It's difficult to trust unknown sellers on eBay at this point. Card Kingdom it's solid, but overpriced, to be quite frank. So I guess I just blew our chance of sponsorship from Card Kingdom. Sorry.
Well, no, I mean, depending on the site, maybe they do want that honest criticism. Unlike Moxfield, who has absolutely no issues with their product, a fine, wonderful site for me, you, and everyone out there.
The thing about Card Kingdom is
by Moxfield. Come on, baby.
Almost everything I've seen has been overpriced, but sometimes you can find a little goodies on there.
Yeah,
I buy stuff through them. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
yeah, I actually through Card Kingdom, I was on MTG Stocks, which is the site I usually use to peruse price movements and such. And at one point, Darksteel plate was $5.99 foil through Card Kingdom. I think just because every once in a while, like Matt was saying, there's some odd pricing. So it's actually pretty entertaining to go ahead and scope around, do that, third seller kind of stuff, scope a deal.
But I mean, I'll say that TCG Player certainly has their act together, right? They are in my opinion, the premier site to go buy Magic products. So TCG player, if you're watching, give us an affiliate link or some shit. Give us something.
There's one thing I request of TCG player, and it's something that other sites have that they don't have. When you're searching for singles, please add like a showcase tick box or a promo card tick box. Because if I want to go to Double Masters and I want to just look at all of the showcase cards, there's no way to do it. At least in
There
the
is.
filters.
There is.
I don't see a tick box for like showcase or
No, well, what you got to
art.
do is put like showcase and then select Magic and then select singles, and it's not as intuitive. It is kind of clunky, and I think that they're expecting to improve some of that with their acquisition of Channel Fireball.
I'm hoping.
From the
That's what I was really hoping. And a dark mode.
Okay. I'm just saying, I would expect it to actually be a positive in that respect. Where I'm concerned, and it's something that we had in our notes, is Channel Fireball was picking up GPs and tournaments and things, and I know that they said getting rid. I don't know what to make of WotC's mess of tours at this point. I think that the Pro Tour is back to some degree. I don't know about GPs themselves. I don't know if they're watching. I think there's another. How should we put this? Another outbreak out there, coming on the horizon here.
More tumultuousness in the traveler's itinerary.
Yeah. Kind of scary to go out your front door again. So I don't know how much that's wreaking havoc, but it's a very gray area as compared to like Flesh and Blood, who are running their own events, and it's very clear what they're doing, right? Magic used to be very clear with what they were doing. Right now, I don't know what state Magic's in, right? As far as tours and going to do things, up to and including Magic's 30th, which they even have a page for, talked about, bought tickets for, got a hotel room. I mean, how is a trip for Vegas ever bad? Like that's going to be fun no matter what. But it would be nice if there was actually a Magic 30th, like they posted.
I'm going to be pretty disappointed if they change it.
Yeah, I think I'll be writing a letter if they do change that. But I would be very surprised if they would change it. However, that stuff happens in life. And
... question mark.
Yeah, I mean, shit happens. That's just life. At any rate, like I said, they're just kind of a hot mess right now, in my opinion, at least as far as I would say relatively avid MTG consumer, not understanding what they're doing with their GPs, tours, and whatnot. And I don't know.
This is like the biggest whale attractant of the entire, decade. This is where you're going to get the people that, have the money to be able to fly across the country to attend and rent out a hotel room for a weekend in a, Vegas kind of situation. It's incredible that they don't want to be more forward with this, that they don't want to put that attractant out to get big spenders coming in. It's kind of ridiculous.
Maybe they're trying to get something that's like super difficult to like lock down, and they're like really fighting to like make it the best ever. I mean, it is their 30th year. Maybe they're really trying for something crazy, and like the details are fuzzy, so they don't want to like say anything yet. Maybe.
And speaking of Vegas, big shout out to Sherry Vegas for showing up tonight. Hey, Sherry, great to have you here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting it to happen. What I'm saying is, it just with the whole TCG, Channel Fireball, MTG, it's just kind of a messy slurry in my mind at the moment as to what they're doing with their tour stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope that they actually, start nailing that down, putting out communication to clarify things for the public out there. Because we got to make choices, got to buy tickets. We got to, set our vacation schedules. It would be nice if they would kind of give us a little bit of forewarning and clarify.
I mean, you got to request time off, make sure you've got the right flight. You got the right hotel set up. You got an Uber to pick you up or something. There's plenty of planning that goes along with this. And I wish that this site had more information on it. Jeez Louise, this is disappointing.
Yeah.
And some people have to, they're in a different situation where they're going to scrape their pennies together. They have to start saving now.
And also planning ahead saves you money most of the time. So if we were to, plan ahead trying to save money, and then all of a sudden they're like, hey, it's next week after that. I was like, no. We might be able to change our stuff without penalties, but I don't know.
Nope. Not the plane tickets. But
they'll change it for us.
Right. Wow. I don't even want to get into that. That was a first head scratcher, and I'm a pretty well traveled person, but that was odd. They changed our flight, right, which functionally changes a day of vacation for me. I'm not sure about Matt.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was like, well, that's kind of horseshit. They changed it from 5:30 p.m., which is after my day of work, to 5:30 a.m., which means
take off that day of work.
Vacation. Yeah. And we're going to be sitting in Vegas with our luggage for an extra 2 to 3 hours before we can actually check into our room.
Just hanging out, just eating sushi with a whole bunch of luggage next to you.
Yeah, just chilling.
I mean, be pulling some slot handles there at the Paris. That's where we're going to be. Fancy schmancy place. It's a nice place.
Well, that should be awesome.
Yeah. So, hey, anybody who is planning to go, and if they actually do have it, and they actually put out tickets for sale, and it's actually that last week of October. That's a lot of ifs. Hey, come look us up. We're going to be there. I think Nikachu's already said he's booked his, and so
that'll be cool to meet him.
Yeah,
but to be quite frank, though, I have a feeling, Matt, that he's going to be very, very invested in just playing games. I think he's going to be heads down game playing. I'm not. I'm going to be socializing and might play a few games here and there. Hopefully, they have a merchant area set up where I can spend more money.
Oh yeah, I expect there to be a huge merch area. You might even be able to get some Planeswalker themed hot dogs or something.
I think Jake and Joel are going to be there as well, from what I know.
Well, they haven't completely written it off, but it's very weird. I think they're waiting for Rudy to say he's going to go.
Rudy said he's not.
He said he doesn't have it on his schedule yet, but the
coordinators that are trying to get him to go.
Yeah. Which I was also looking. It's a shame because there's that Magic Fest that's happening from Kingdom TV, right? That's out in Salt Lake City, I want to say in November.
Interesting.
Perp's supposed to be there. They're playing a top prize as a unlimited Black Lotus in Salt Lake. So check that out. I don't remember what it's called, but it has like an Indiana Jones theme to it. So yeah. So that gets us primed and kick-started here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Geez. So I guess we'll do a little bit of a thing here. So huge fan and supporter of the show, Savannah Lions, sent out a package to myself and the MTG Gaming crew. So not quite sure what's in it yet. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on here. I did email with them, and they said there was nothing incredibly personal or anything like that. So no worries on that.
I miss seeing him around. I will say that much.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
I think going through some personal stuff. Just need a little bit of time off, I think.
Gotcha.
And YouTube comment section isn't always the most healthy thing in the world.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So it's got a puppy here holding a heart balloon, and it's got a bunch of stuff in here. Okay, so gonna read out some of the stuff we got in here, and then we'll check out what's attached. Dear Pat, Matt, and Bob, with this card and gifts, want to say fantastic show with Cardboard Conversations. Enjoy it very much. Congrats to Bob and Matt at the 500. Been having some bad luck. Running ink. No. Odd. I think that's just a translation kind of thing. Been having some bad luck lately, but did not want to give you guys a bad feeling. Keep up the great work. Hope this message reaches many peeps. Much love, your friend Savannah Lion.
Well, I certainly appreciate that. We do try here. Hopefully, you're getting something different on Cardboard Conversation that you just can't. You know, we're trying to give you a different product than you find in most other places. 3 talking heads usually, but it's all, you know, very Magic centric. Not a lot of hoopla, but hopefully a lot of information and valid opinions and
opinion pieces,
information. You know,
that's one of the big things is, you know, lots of people are able to open up packs, and far too often is that like the main thing that people are doing with Magic content. So we do try and instead bring, you know, a bit of conversation, a little bit of speculation as well. So, you know, we appreciate.
And we try to keep it relevant. You know, we try to keep it timely and relevant, and you know, we try to stay on top of things. We're going to get into a little bit more with Dominaria in a minute here.
So,
but I'm curious to see what goodies he sent. I mean, not that I'm all greedy, but he sent me a goblin snowman.
On this, it
Are
says,
you kidding?
To Matt, who does not mind a proxy.
He gave you a proxy force field.
Unless there's like 5 cards in there.
To Bob and Pat the Pauper, them planes, I think is what it says. So, do you guys want me to go through each pack, or should I just send these directly out to you? And
no, sure, go through it. I'm sure the audience wants to see it, and I think, you know, Savannah deserves to have his gifts shown, and I appreciate it. Hopefully, there's not much in like actual value. I feel bad when people like give me stuff. I do. I want you guys to make money yourselves, you know, and feel good about your collections and have them. And I appreciate gifts and all that, but I really appreciate your time most of all. Time and comments and likes. That's what I want most from the audience, and participation. You know, tell us what you guys are thinking.
The back and forth in the comment section, and you know, I email with Savannah once or twice a week, so we actually keep in touch. And I was able to send him out a couple of items, and he just received those. So I was glad that the mail has, you know, gone well back and forth between Vermont and the Netherlands. So got myself from Savannah here a beautiful looking Forbidden Friendship. I'm not actually sure what kind of version this is. It looks pretty tricked out. Yeah. Must be some sort of like release event kind of thing. I absolutely love those cards. That dude and his dinosaur tops. A super cool looking planes here. A nice, super awesome looking planes. These are promo cards, it looks like, from what it says down in the bottom. Oh man, yeah, this one's got a really cool looking around the plane symbol, just some really cool text kind of scry work. Love that. I love that. Card
hey, why don't you blow yourself up? Make it bigger.
Oh, there you go. Bob, look at you, friggin' tech.
I know. Yeah, I agree with you, Coach. Savannah is an awesome guy. But hey, Coach, you're there just as, you know, quite frankly, you're there just as consistently as anybody in the community. So I see you all the time and all the channels giving me shit. So I appreciate that.
Oh, nope.
Whoa. Hey, that just went all Umbrella Academy.
Oh. Ooh. I'm trying to flip this way.
I'll say you want the horizontal flip.
Yeah, that way it should be able to read the cards correctly.
Yeah.
There we go. So split the spoils. Love it. Along with
these are commander cards.
Yep.
Or are they Commander Legends Baldur's Gate? I don't recognize the symbol.
CLB Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
Yep.
Baldur's Gate. That's why I don't recognize it, because I bought none of it.
A Wild Magic Surge, along with Cut a Deal. Love it. Thank you, Savannah. Super appreciate that. And these are awesome lands. These planes look super cool. I love these promos. It's awesome. And that dude and his dinosaur, that tickles me pink.
Hey, Coach, keep me honest, buddy. Look, I appreciate people. The things I love what you say, because you generally, you know, if you give me shit, and keep it coming, you know, like if it's how you feel, call me out on things. I absolutely appreciate that, but you know, have some rationale and reasoning behind it. I'm perfectly willing to change my stance on things if there's rationale. Just saying you suck. Why? Because you suck. That's not very helpful.
Matt.
That's
so
me.
This is for Matt's here. That first packet was my stuff there.
So a force field. I mean, that's a really useful card. Matt, do you have one of those proxied?
I don't even know what the card does.
Dude,
So-
force field's baller.
I probably do.
Force field for 3. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
there's only 1, 2, and unblock creature.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
In Commander?
Whoa. I assume this next one is a proxy, but let's do the reveal this way, right?
Does it have like
So-
proxy or something marked on the back? Because I mean, that looks pretty good if that's a proxy.
It looks legit on the back.
It's probably the you can buy a pack of proxies that they're definitely fake, but
Oh,
There's
and a dual land with Savannah.
it's a
Nice.
Savannah.
Welcome, Dave. Welcome. Thanks for coming, buddy.
I
That's
never
Another
another
Savannah.
Savannah.
You can never have too many dual land
Proxy,
proxies.
proxy, proxy, baby. I sure
Oh,
hope
I
so,
know.
because
There's
good God, that'd be a lot of money.
Nah, they're not. I can't imagine they're real.
I'll have to pull out the
That's
loot
crazy, though.
there.
To even those look like nice proxies, man. Those are definitely
Yeah.
playable.
A split the
They will
spoils.
see
I like
use.
it. That's great. Hey, Dave, thanks for coming by. Savannah Lions sent out a little care package to me and the boys there. So just going through some of the awesome things that he sent out to us, you know.
Thank you,
He was
Savannah.
sharing the love, so we're giving him a little bit of attention back as well. That's awesome, man. Some cool looking Savannahs. Yeah. Stick those right
I mean,
back.
I'm assuming they're proxies. He even said right on the package, BBD,
Yeah.
that you don't mind
I'd
proxies.
imagine so too.
I don't think that he sent him like, $2,000 worth of cards.
Yeah.
I highly doubt it.
And then
I
saving
know
the
you like
best for
proxies, but
last, we
here's
got
mint.
Bob.
Because if he sent me $2,000 of cards, they're coming straight back to him.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
sorry, not going to take that. So hopefully, it's just a token appreciation.
Got a
Ooh.
very good looking spell pierce.
Is that foil?
Yeah, it looks
Yes,
like it.
sir. Good looking foil too. Looks very
Wow,
nice.
thank
in
you,
person.
Savannah. That's oh, and I
And a thought
love that
scour.
art, dude. I
Gorgeous
love that
thought
art.
vessel.
No, Thought Scour.
Not scour.
Thought scour.
Yeah, they're
Close
scrubbing
enough.
his brain.
Oh wow, it says it's
Wait,
a
what? Wait. No, Savannah. No, buddy. That's too much. Wow.
Savannah
the
split the
spoils.
spoils.
Yeah. And then Wild Magic Surge, and let me guess, cut a deal. Yeah.
Nice. Bravo. I'm gonna have to do something for you. That divining top, man. I hope that's a proxy.
I
did not
doubt
look
it.
like
It's
Proxy.
from Double
Masters,
Masters.
too.
I highly doubt there's a Double
Yeah,
Masters.
that's wow, Savannah.
It seems legit.
Okay.
Wonderful.
I
mean, such a wonderful character. I can't say enough about him. Honestly, Savannah Lions, thank you for all you've done. And, hope you're doing well. We want to see you here more often, but we want to make sure that you're healthy and happy first. So take care of yourself. That's prime number one.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Wow. Well,
Yeah,
thank
I'm
you.
gonna
First
lean
of
with
all,
Coach there.
I
I'm
very
gonna
much
say that's,
appreciate
no
the gesture.
proxy.
but I'm gonna have to send something back. We'll work that out later.
Yeah, I sent him off. I think I bought 4 different versions of Savannah Lions, including like a 4th edition and a nice Eternal Masters one. I think it was a foil one, and also threw a Mystic Remora in there because that's just a little touch of Pat. And I had a Crimson Vow collector's box topper, so wanted him to have a little fun opening up something as well. So I know he got that and enjoyed the fun time. So
Yeah,
it's a nice go back and forth. It's love.
I have
Love
actually a card I want to send him, but when we had some conversations in email, he wanted me to hang on to it because it's a valuable, well, it's somewhat valuable, semi-valuable card, and he was afraid of me shipping it in the mail. And at any rate, so I asked him for his PayPal address so I could send him. Fine, if he's worried about like it getting. What he was saying is that the Euro mail system was snatching cards, like opening envelopes and snatching cards. Yo, Ed. So, anyways, I'm gonna work something out with him. I mean, I just may have to risk it and just send him some shit in the mail, and hopefully it gets there. So, one of the videos I put out this week, I don't know how many people caught that with the. Was it this week? Last week? Shit, they blend together to me. It was
a few days ago, yeah.
About the. I wanted to talk a little bit about the Dominaria United collector boxes with the legends in them, right? Because I went back through and carefully watched all the information, and they did say pallets and watched the videos and whatnot. I didn't see any pallets anywhere. And when Blake described finding cases on shelves, that did not give the image in my mind of pallets. It looked more like probably the 8 cases that we saw on that, what you could call like a pallet dolly.
Yep,
right?
Exactly. That's what I had seen in the
what
video.
He's calling pallets. I think they're using some loose verbiage, but I don't want to call out all the content creators that actually like tried to put numbers to it, because there was a number of them, right? And I just want to warn everybody that you cannot even begin to try to guess what production quantities are out there. There may be more than we expected, maybe less than we expected. And just because they may have opened, we'll say 100,000 Legends cards, it doesn't mean they inserted them into 100,000 packs, right? And at 3%, that would be like, what, 3 million packs out there? So agreed, Ed, with your statement there, if you want to bring that up. The reality is we are likely to never know unless they start doing things the right way, in my opinion,
Release
to
those numbers.
play to the right. Is to do like what Flesh and Blood does. You don't have to release the numbers right away while it's still in production. How many people would love to see the numbers once they've already stopped printing? Right? What's the harm in giving us the production numbers after it's out of print? Make that part of your out of print release. Right? Give it some time. Collate good numbers so that you have a healthy investor market, as well as a player market and a collector market. I think it helps everybody.
I don't know. Right? It kind of bit Flesh and Blood in the ass releasing numbers.
I don't think so. It gave me more confidence to actually buy boxes, right? I know what I'm getting into now. Now I'm holding off, to be quite frank, because it seems like they're in a weird interim. Do we want to drift into Flesh and Blood? I know it wasn't on the docket.
I'm fine with
We're
it.
about to get a bunch of thumbs down.
I just bought their most recent Uprising collector's kit from Rudy with the playmat and the promo card.
So I don't know when they're going to come out with that PvE, which I keep talking about, right? That is, people liken that to like Commander, and I don't think it's going to be remotely similar to Commander. Because PvE in general, just it intonates that your team that's sitting down playing is playing against something. Now, Magic's done that before, where you can buy different decks and you take down the, I don't know, Hydralisk or whatever it is. So, I expect it'll be something more along those lines. Wow.
That's something some other brands do. I've actually been doing a bit of research on some other product lines. I've been looking into the Universes product, UNI versus gimmicky. They sell a set of decks that are primers. You have to have those basic cards to be able to open up booster packs and upgrade those decks. So I could see them doing it in a similar, situation where there are mandatory cards, kind of like version unique to that play style, where instead of mana, maybe you have energy. You just have a straight up tap, add 1 energy card, and they add something in like that, meant only for that play style. So there's a lot of room as far as game design goes that they could definitely ilk from other creators.
Yeah, I mean, what I've seen so far for the PvE environments are more static in nature, right? They're not a very dynamic environment, right? There's not a lot of randomness. You have to have sort of decks in order to make the mechanics play out for the PvE environment, if that makes sense what I'm saying. So I hope that they can get past that. It's certainly something I am watching intently on the sidelines for. So I already have a chunk of investment in Flesh and Blood. I did buy Everfest.
Or you going cold foil collecting?
No. I just stick with sealed. I'm going to leave single card investing, at least what I talk about publicly. I do sealed investing. As far as like single card investing, I'll leave that to other YouTube content creators and whatnot to discuss what they feel is going to be good. It's really so many variables that it's hard to really nail down anything in single cards. I don't mind giving my opinion on like what I think is a good card and what I think is a bad card. Like, quite frankly, like I said with Bootlegger Stash, when I said it, boy, I got a lot of flack for saying Bootlegger Stash. Not really impressed. Yeah. I said it best. It's like a $5 to $10 card. I think if you go back and watch some of the videos, and I think that's where it's ultimately
you were super bearish on it, and absolutely right. I think I just saw in a recent Jake and Joel video about how bottomed that market is, and there might be more room to add water into that sinking ship as well. And I see some chat over here. I just wanted to bring these up. Both Dave and Coach are talking about the card insertion here. Now, thing I want to make note of, it seems though some people are kind of glossing over, is these are back to the 12 collector pack with box topper. So it being in 3% of collector packs, I think we'll see a lot more insertion of these than we had for textured foils. I don't think it's going to feel as big of a hit to get these cards. A lot more like a list hit.
No, and honestly, they're very different products, right? Mm-hmm. They really, really are. But this is more of a freebie, just kind of tossed in on top of it. Like there's no reason to poo-poo on having a shot at an $8,000 card in a collector pack. Now, I agree with some other people that said, I don't remember who it is. It might even be Ed. So I'm sorry, Ed, if you're the one that said this. I don't think so. Somebody said they wish that they would allow the chance for a hit in like the draft and set as well. And I agree. I would love to have that buzz, that you have maybe an increased chance to hit one in a collector pack, but there should be Absolutely. Some chance to hit one in a big box, right?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why, getting an Imperial Seal out of a draft box of Double Masters 22, it feels like you got a real big hit out of that box. Mm-hmm. Having a Jeweled Lotus in the draft box, it makes the kind of more average, entry into this for people to be able to get those. It's not going to be easy for a regular kid to go down, spend $15 or $20 more for this to get a single collector's of this is minimum $20 buy-in. And at that, most kids, your average investor, your average buyer, not investor, isn't going to be able to open up this product. So it's going to be just for the investing or the crazy crackers.
Oh, just think about,
is Joey a crackhead? Because he just cracked his backs. Oh no! Oh god! Am I a crackhead?
A seal from his draft box. We were gonna draft it, but then the vote was that they didn't want to draft. They'd rather play Commander, which was actually kind of funny. So then he just cracked the box and then he pulled a seal.
Nice. Wow. Lots of thoughts. Many things just passed by there. But not having it in the draft box means that you're not going to have that experience in an LGS where they're sitting down at a draft and it's like the bells and sirens that go off at a casino. You know what I mean? Where woo, and you have that feel.
Yeah.
Think about how many people have had a draft experience? I don't know if you guys have, but I certainly have. And I think it's one of the most wonderful experiences in Magic when you go to that draft and you crack that big hit and you have the adulations and envy of everybody there at the LGS. That's part of the experience, right? That is part of the joy of playing
with my buddy. That's the number one thing. When my buddy, my investing partner, comes over and we're ripping wrappers, we're like high-fiving and slamming beers against each other. Which is great. We instantly sleeve all our cards because we do like cheers way too much.
now think about that for like the kid, like you said, the 14-year-old kid or whatever that's out at the LGS, one of his first times playing. he might not even know what the hell the card is that people are coming over and slapping on the back and trying to trade him for. But he'll never forget that moment, right? You just made a lifelong Magic player. You know what I mean? Because that experience of hitting, great hits in the draft packs at an LGS, that sticks with a youngster, and it'll put Magic in their DNA. I think that's. It might sound, very gushy and whatnot, but I think that is a part of the game. Hell, I remember giving
part of
cards
the experience. And, I think one of the sadly very dying parts of this is specifically the trading card portion of this. Since I've been back in Magic, let's see, it's been about a year and a half since I've been like really back into playing Magic, right? As far as investing, collecting, building commander decks out the wazoo, about a year and a half. And I think I've had 3 trades. And I go down to my LGS on average once a month to, do a draft or play a commander day or something. And it's just so rare that people are even into trading cards nowadays. And I wish that would come back as well. The whole environment of what it was at an LGS has definitely changed a lot. I think the marketing is one of the huge parts of it. They got to move that money, sell that product.
Well, they've shifted where they're selling and who they're selling to, because I pointed this out, and I keep saying this, that they have successfully killed set collecting. Right? That was big. I mean, I know that you haven't been playing like a really long time, Pat. But back in the day, the biggest part of the trading piece was trying to collect sets, full sets, play sets, right? Nobody really gives a shit nowadays. You just want the big dollar card.
I think there was one person I think we talked
too much product, too many variants. They've made it too a la carte, and it's too fast that they're causing buyer confusion with what set do I even get? Oh shit, it's already out. Next set's already come. Oh god, I don't know what to buy. I don't have any money to buy anymore. Crap, I'm so confused. And that's what they're doing to the market, and they have succeeded at. Like I'm saying, people trade, but they only want to trade for like very specific cards, and it's usually unequal trades, and it's like I don't know. You're right. That part of the game has very much gone away.
I'm going to make a point to go down and try and do some trading tomorrow if the commander thing is still going on at my LGS. I think that would be fun. I got a trade binder.
You should ask if you could record it. I think
that would make a great video. Super fun. I bet people would be up for that too. If I say, hey, I got a YouTube channel on Magic the Gathering. I got like 700 something subs. Would you be cool with me doing this? Don't have to show your face. Just, me and you talking, showing some cards on the table. I bet people would be down for that. And as far as content goes, that's something people just don't do.
No, it's certainly a dying art. It used to be you spent a lot of time. Like I would show up intentionally like an hour and a half to 2 hours before the drafts would start with my trade binders out.
Yeah.
And I would actually take them out to my car before the draft would start, so I wouldn't have to keep my eye on them. Go lock them in the trunk.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. But yeah, it's they're killing parts of Magic that make me very sad. Wow, that just caused a very flat spot.
What? Huh?
But like the trading part and the set collecting, it's sort of sad to see that go away for me, because it's something that I experienced in its heyday when it was definitely vibrant. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Dave, were any of those for me? Did I get one of those? Huh?
I thought you opened one.
Yeah. What's that?
It was your friend that opened one, a textured foil.
Yeah. Jordan pulled one, and then, I pulled an Imperial Seal, but don't get too excited. It was just a base version foil. So,
okay, it's still a good card. I mean, I really hate seeing the negativity out there that some people have for Double Masters, which I knew was coming. And we should just say this for like the next set. It's going to be super hype up until release day. Cards are going to get, opened, and people are going to poop all over the set after release saying, see, you lost all your money on it. It's like,
but the Cavernous Soul.
Give it time, people. Give it time. It's a great set.
I liked the cavern. That was a pretty good pull. But yeah, the foil Imperial Seal is pretty cool.
Hot stuff.
I've got to say, Double Masters 22, it was everything we were hoping it was going to be. It was jam-packed full of great cards. For the condition of them, it seems most everything's staying pretty flat as far as, curling goes. So glad to see that they didn't screw up such a huge release.
Yeah, I've heard good news about the card quality.
Oh no, I didn't get the textured foil. Killing me, Dave.
I'm glad to hear also the warmer reception for the etched. That it feels like they're starting to maybe find a good place for etched, and watch now they just put them in every damn pack in the next set.
Yeah.
Like, they better not do that anymore.
My qualm, I guess, with how they did this release is that the foil etched you cannot get in a regular draft box.
Well, I'm
you
fine
can't
with that.
get textured foil either. But I've never seen a foil etch out of a regular draft box.
No, you can't. You can only get them out of the collector packs. But I'm totally fine with that.
Oh,
I'm
super fine with that.
Because they still even have, like, the market's got it wrong with the pricing. The market definitely has it wrong. I'll say it now. You can hold my feet to the floor, play this video back as a Twitch meme or whatever later on, you damn kids.
Yeah, damn TikToks.
With your damn tick books and face talks, and you got it wrong. The collector boxes should absolutely be higher priced than the draft boxes. The EV is higher, guys.
Yeah,
like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
So but what I'm going to say, shockingly, is that both products are underpriced for what they are currently still, and that the collector boxes are woefully underpriced and dipped. I think the second wave came out this week because I watched them drop about $15 or so per box. So just saying it now. I mean, I got my positions. You guys know it. I have I got my stack of my tower to hide behind of product for Double Masters already. Not buying any more because I've already got a lot of money in it. But I'm just saying it. My opinion that this product, I don't even think it's going to take the time that Rudy said. I think this week it's going to take 24 months. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I have a feeling, people are very short-sighted, in general. Mr. Right Now. It's kind of like the people bitching about, oh boy, can I talk about something politically sensitive?
Fuck it.
It's sort of relevant.
So
with like the whole sanctions, can I just say that? And I think everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say sanctions. And they're like, see, the sanctions aren't working. I'm like, do you not know how sanctions work?
Yeah.
They generally take years to really have their full effect. It's something that is like the Chinese water torture, where it just over time wears you down.
It's like a vaccine
to really hammer it home.
If you want to not get the measles, you go ahead, you get a vaccine or a booster against it. You don't notice that it does anything. It's that it does something. There's a science behind it. It has efficacy. You're just not seeing the effect because the effect is not seeing things.
It's like vitamins for me.
And it's like watching Magic product go up in value, right? If you watch it day over day, see, that went down, but you got to watch the trend over time, right? And we're right after release when the market's still getting product delivered to the stores, right? It's when the stores run out and when TCG Player works through its glut and people racing to the bottom, that's when the investors are going to start seeing realization of gains.
As far as our side, we pulled a textured foil and an Imperial Seal foil. Those are pretty big, high price items out of this set. And instantly my first thought was, oh shit, these are, valuable items. Well, it's only valuable when you sell it. That's one of the big things. It's only worth money really when you sell it. And on top of that, we all know that the market's pretty turvy right now. It's a little bit up, a little bit down. You got to wait that 60, 90, maybe 4 months go by, and then you decide what you're going to do with it if you're selling singles off. So it's, rush to the bottom. That's one of the kind of bad things about TCG Player is same thing with eBay. the more people that are selling an item, if they want to get it sold, they just undercut everybody else, really reducing the value of stuff.
I don't think that's bad. I think that's good for the market, right? I think it's good for the people that don't have the money to drop $90 to $100 on a Phyrexian altar, which, by the way, people, I'm going to give you a list of cards. Should we just bring that up? Cards that we really think are going to rebound very well.
Yeah.
Like, I can almost guarantee, if you just want to pull up like Echo MTG or something, or I don't know who has that, who's quickest on the draw, you damn kids.
Matt, are you able to take care of that?
I'm on MTG Goldfish right now, if that's fine.
Does it have a list of the top cards in like a really reasonable order?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can just start going through it. But how about we just even start with like the one that Savannah Lion just sent me? So, Sensei's Divining Top. All right, folks. So let's talk about this. It's uncommon that shot up to, God, I think it was like, what, $50-$60 before the reprint?
I want to say it was higher than that.
It could have been, but you get the point. There's a reason that these cards, those cards, go up so high. It's not scarcity. It's not a scarcity printing. Does flushing more into the market decrease the value for a time? Certainly. But as people come in, and guess what? There is a thing called attrition, folks. These are playable cards that get played, get lost, get messed up.
Well, that's one of the big things as well. If you're looking at quality of the card, there's a huge thing to be said about having a 9.5 kind of item. If you want something that's super minty, you're paying that premium, especially if it's from, even 3 years ago. The quantity of quality cards goes down very fast.
It's kind of funny because barring the Imperial Seal, like, I think that's going to be far more sensitive to reprints than everything else that we can see on the screen here at the moment. But if you don't think Ren 6 is going to go back up, a 4 of card, right? That's a 4 of type Planeswalker that you can use in Modern. I mean, there's a reason people went goofy over Ren 6, right? There's no reason that it should be this low.
And it's a Planeswalker, so it's a pain in the ass to deal with.
Absolutely. Look at that. $40, right? This card will recover.
Look at Card Kingdom 85.
It's shenanigans. I fucking tell you guys. So that's one of the things is Matt at one point had said, "Oh yeah, I was trading in cards to Card Kingdom. They give you a pretty good credit." Well, the trick is they fuck you on the price too. Is they give you a good credit, but the price is really high. So I'm never getting sponsored by them because I'll trash talk them until they get their shit together.
So, I mean, Cavern of Souls is definitely one that is, it's another 4 of in Modern format. It's used in so many commander decks.
Never going below 50 in the history of Magic. I'll just say that right now.
You may be right. And Pat, I may have to owe you one, buddy.
It sucks because I made the bet and he gets the card. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
But I'll give you a proxy. How's that? Dockside Extortionist. This is another one that is just.
Oh my God.
It's going to recover as long as now. Granted, with all these, it's like how many times they keep reprinting, but that's kind of fair to say of anything. But they printed it at Magic.
It's just been.
What I want to say is these cards, they didn't become less useful, people. There's a reason that the secondary market set these values.
Yep.
Right? Mana Vault.
Absolutely. And, Dockside, I was just having a conversation with my buddy. It's such a good card. If you didn't abuse it, it would almost be an auto-include. And now it just gets that terrible look when you like, I'm going to play my Dockside. Everyone's like, oh, this fucking guy.
It's kind of like the person that shows up with the Turgid commander deck. It's like, oh.
We were just talking in our play group on Thursday about potentially banning Dockside.
Really?
Yeah, it's just one of those things that's like, we have a buddy that just made a flicker deck, and like the amount of like retard value he gets from flickering Dockside over and over again is kind of insane. Yeah. And when I can go infinite in my Cascade deck with Dockside, if you remove Dockside from the entire situation, then like all of a sudden you just have like a normal game of Magic. It kind of breaks Magic. Like it's just so much value.
Okay, but here's the thing. It's a great card, right? It's going to recover its value.
It's super
because it can be broken. Force of Negation. There you go for BBD. Hey, right next to it, Mana Drain.
Oh, dude, I love that it looks like I'm wearing a hat.
Should I go throw a green shirt on and become the Imperial Seal again?
We'll have to do that for April Fools. We'll try and do something for that weekend. And oh shit, maybe I hold one of those boxes of Unfinity and we do a draft for April Fool's Day, and we just have to be ridiculous.
So, I mean, I guess we could kind of sum these up, folks. I mean, we don't have to go card by card. I think we're just trying to make the point that, you know, careful about poo-pooing on this product so much that you sleep on it, and the next thing you know, wait a minute, I wanted to get my Force of Negation at $45, and then you look back at it in a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and it's back up to 55, and then 65, and then 75. I'm just, you know, pay attention. You know, look at the pricing of singles. Keep watching it. Right now, we are in the part of the market where we're in the dip. So it feels like everything has less value. Do not kid yourself. This set is absolute fire.
Oh, so okay.
100%. The cards that are losing value is just available supply. And this is a limited window. The perspective here matters, right? What that means is it feels like there's a lot of product. It feels like there's a lot of Cavern of Souls. It feels like there's a lot of Ren and Sixes.
Yeah, it's because it came out 3 weeks ago. Of course it feels like that. It makes perfect sense.
And that's what I'm saying. You got people shitting all over it. Like, see, look at how bad the downturn is and things are heading. It's like, dude, careful with that kind of logic. You're going to find yourself shortchanged.
Yeah.
I don't see the product, even if it goes lower. I'm assuming that this sudden dip of about 10, if you scroll back through, like, you can see probably when it actually hit with the second wave, like by the day, when you look at when it goes from like 320 something down to 315, right? So 324 was holding steady for days and days and days, and then it looks like on the 28th, looks like places got their second wave of product in, right? And it dropped, bam, 315, 310, you know, for the last couple of days. And but as the market absorbs this,
it's so good. We've already gone through one draft box and 2/3 of another draft box, and it's just been fucking fire the whole way through. And
I want to open it so bad. I even asked Sherry Vegas, I was like, yesterday or the day before, I'm like, hey, I feel like opening something, maybe like some Double Masters or Modern Horizons 2. What should we open? And she says, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. That's the smart answer. You know, she's a good gal. That's why you keep her around. You know,
that's kind of
flip side is like open up that Double Masters.
Right.
That shit's great. Yeah.
It's such a feels bad though. I want to open product too. It feels shitty that I have like thousands of dollars worth of product that I just look at. It just feels, you know, bad.
Like in a few months or a couple years when I can turn around and sell a box and buy a dual land, that feels pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sell it and then just buy more stuff.
Buy more.
Yeah, go on a trip or something. Well, that's one of the things too. Is I got 2 sealed collector boxes, and it's like the right time to sell that is like a year from now.
Every card on here, I'm just gonna say this. Like, I keep looking at this and I'm going, when I say in my head, is that card gonna go up? Yep.
Take care. Good luck on your stream, brother.
Maybe it'll just be
later.
Just go quicker. Maybe just kind of scroll and do a yep, nope, and then talk about disagreements, just starting from the top. And for yep for going up or nope for going up. The first one I'll start off and I'll say, ooh, maybe.
I think Imperial Seal might honestly. I think it's going to stay pretty stable. I don't think we're going to see it go down too terribly much because of rarity on it.
Okay, fair enough. Let's move kind of quickly. Try to get through about 20 of them or so. Ren and 6, yep.
Oh,
that's staying up.
Are we saying yep for up and no for down?
Yep for up and nope for down.
Up or down?
Okay, up.
Up.
I'm saying up.
Always up.
Cavern up.
Up for sure.
Cavern always up. Dockside.
How about you call it the card? How about you call it the card name, and then we'll just go through and give our opinion there. Pat, up or down?
Now I need the stat, but long term is what's that, Bob? Sorry, I was reading the comment.
Hey, why don't you call it the card name, and then we'll each say up or down.
Dockside Extortionist. What do we think in movement?
Penny, are you investing in sealed?
Why don't you start off, Pat, with your opinion?
I'm thinking Dockside continues to stay an up kind of movement. Too good a card.
Up.
Up.
Well, how
Manifold.
about Monovault? What do you think that thing's going to do?
Yeah, that's going up.
Up.
I could see an upward movement on it. Not a great card, but solid anyhow.
What are you kidding? That's an
Manifold's so
amazing
good.
card.
It's second to Monocrypt. Let's be honest.
It's not as good as Mana Crypt, but
Okay, but how many cards in Magic's inventory are?
there's plenty
you
of
know what?
cards that
Soul
play
Ring.
well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Soul
I'll
Ring's
say
pretty good.
it's not
Yeah.
even as good as Soul Ring, right? But
Yeah.
this is probably number 3. It's probably number 3 behind Mana Crypt and Soul Ring. Maybe
Yeah, but
not
like
as good
Arcane
as
Signet's
Grim Mono.
4. Like that's, I think Arcane Signet's one of the best cards in Magic, top 5 for like
Yeah, but this adds
mono
3.
producers. 3
It's a
colorless.
turn 1 3 mana.
Mhm.
Well, how about Force Negation? What do you think
Up.
this crazy card's gonna do, Bob?
Up, up, up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's too freaking good. Especially some of the versions of it. I think in particular the foil etched of any of these cards will be particularly expensive.
I
And
agree.
Matt, your opinion on Mana Drain?
I think it's at a good price right now, to be quite honest.
Up.
I think we'll probably see it slowly move up with the release from Commander Legends Original. And then now, I think it'll be another year, 2 years possibly before we see a reprint.
Well, realistically, this game's kind of rigged because none of these cards are going to go down because they're all played. They literally reprinted these cards for a reason. So the first 20 cards,
Yeah.
all of them are played.
Well,
All of
and that's
these are
what I was-
played. All of these are played.
It's sort of
all these are
highlighting
played.
what my point was. I don't think all of them are going to go up.
They
To be
all
quite
went,
honest with
they
you.
all went down. So they're at their lowest point right now in a while. None of them have went up because they got reprinted. They all have went down.
There's
So
gonna
of
be-
course they're going to
I would-
stabilize. and
you're
go
right.
back up.
With the top 20 at least.
Yeah.
Though I
5,
think
10.
I think Seasoned Pyromancer will probably not go up very fast.
I still don't even know what this card does. I've
It's
never
a
read it.
modern kind of card. It's got combos. It's a combo enabler. It can be brutal. It's a good card, no doubt. But it was very scarce. I believe it was only ever printed in Modern Horizons 1.
I think Concordant Crossroads is probably going to continue going down. Personal
That's
opinion
another
on
one
that?
that I'm like, I don't think it's going to recover as quickly. I think if they don't reprint it again anytime soon, maybe it'll go up a little bit, drifting very slowly up, but I don't think it's going to go up fantastically.
Yeah,
I mean, it's green giving every creature on the board haste. Okay.
well, this
Yeah.
kind of bugged me. Why this went down way too much? Like,
Why?
The original.
Yeah, well, this isn't the original. This is from Chronicles. This is the one I have, so it bugs me that it went down at all. But it's been slowly creeping down. When I first obtained it, I don't even remember, or when I knew I had it. I've had it for a while, but I didn't know I had it. It was like $65, and it's just been slowly dying. I don't know. It's sad. Such an old.
I mean,
card.
I know people who love the card. I'm not a huge fan of it.
It's a great card. It's a card you play on your turn when you know you're going to combo off with things that you need to have haste. It's very simple. 1 mana haste. It's great.
Okay, cool. And if you don't get the combo off because somebody just ends your turn with discontinuity, then
Well, that's every turn of Magic. If somebody has an answer, you don't get to win. Yeah, there you go.
so
And I think Warrior's Oath is probably about where it's going to be at best. I think people will finally compare it to Final Fortune, which is in all practicality a better version of the same card. So it was
I don't think you skipped over Emrakul, and I don't think that's going back up. Teferi definitely up, but I don't think Emrakul is going to go up.
right. I don't know why it was even included in this being
Because
a
it's one of the 3
non-commander
Titans. I think they could have put a better Eldrazi in that spot.
player.
You know, like It That Betrays or something would have been nice to have in that spot.
Emrakul's banned in Commander,
Damnation.
isn't it?
I think
It is,
Damnation
but I think
really
I think it's okay in Modern. I think it's like where it sees play.
Yeah, it looks like it. Modern, Legacy, Modern, Legacy, Modern.
Yeah.
I mean, who the hell plays Legacy?
I have no idea.
Like seriously. So
The
Modern is
Professor.
really where the money comes from for this thing.
Ooh.
But-
Arcana Cruelty is one of my favorite cards. What a
I love
sick
Arcana
card.
Cruelty. Dude, this is so busted. If you've ever faced this across from you
It's
at Commander,
so good.
oof.
I played in my
It
Sephiroth
hurt.
deck.
hurts.
Yeah.
I think other Eldrazi will. I honestly, I mean, Kozilek is still very used. It's all in a lot of Commander decks, and that's the one that's used in Commander a lot.
I feel
And I would love
Damnation
to have
is
Ulamog in a deck. It's a card I would love to have. Damnation will go back up.
Oh
It
yeah,
got
it's
cut
way
in
too
half.
cheap right now.
Holy.
Yeah, it's obscene. You know, just so cheap right now. If you guys are looking to pick up one of the most incredible cards in black, go ahead and get yourself a beautiful board wipe for 16, or if you want to go on Card Kingdom, $59.99.
They're only 19, actually.
No, I'm just being a dick.
But I mean, it really is a $20 card.
Yeah.
I could see the other two Eldrazi. The Commander ones will go back up again. There's too many Commander players out there. There's too many Commander decks that use them. They're a win con in Commander decks. A City of Brass, I've never been a huge fan of. That taking that damage.
Yeah.
And just because it gets tapped, if somebody else can tap your land for you where you don't even, need the mana, it's like, ouch, stop it. Yeah, I mean it's okay.
I think it's fine.
It's fine, but it's not.
Oh
I'm
my
not loving
god,
it.
Aether Vial.
Aether Vial busted ass.
Holy.
This is going back up.
Yeah,
This is
it better.
This is crazy low for Aether Vial.
Yeah.
folks.
When I pulled my list one, it was like $50. Jesus, it got nuked.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
It did get reprinted in a lot.
And the borderless version looks really cool too.
Yeah, this one. Where
They
it's
just
back-
yeah. I actually
Stone
bought one.
artifact.
I went out and bought one for
Did you?
$17. Yeah.
Well, they're 20 right
Just
now.
I have that.
You-
I like
you did
that
a
art.
good deal.
Huh?
It looks like they're about 20 right now, so you got a good deal at 17. I guess there's
Yeah.
eBay at buy it now for $14.50.
Yeah, plus taxes and shipping.
Yeah, and it's some random dickhead selling you stuff on eBay.
Agreed.
I've bought stuff
No.
on there. It's like, hey, I want my boxing gloves, random dude from Illinois.
This guy's got 60 positive reviews. He's definitely not going to
We need to have like an eBay
He's got
Nice.
4 available.
Oh
Where
my
we
god,
just-
that would be super fun.
where we
Yeah,
just
it's
troll
all
through
public.
it and pick apart different listings and going,
Yeah.
are you effing
Are
kidding?
you fucking serious? Get out of here. It's like who's trying to get
Wow,
scammed
look at that.
tonight?
Was that one
dude?
$9? Was that a, can you do buy it now and list it? But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're
These
getting
are
off track.
these are all buy it now. Oh no, they're not. They're supposed to be. Anyways,
At
And
any rate,
Trevor, thanks for coming by tonight. Great to have you here.
watch
Yeah,
me
hey,
surf eBay.
and Brian too. And thank you, Matthew Penny, for showing up.
Oh, Matt,
the
Bob,
point
you
was
got
with a lot of
the,
this, folks.
um,
I'm just we're trying to highlight that, don't be so short-sighted that you're looking at this without the recognition. Like Vidalkin Ori went way too low on this.
Tenders.
That's
Oh
when
my
I felt
God.
like Bloom Tender got blasted way too low on this.
It's
Yeah.
like it's like
It-
way it's like $15-$20 cheaper than it used to be.
Right, but this is going back up. It wasn't just a scarcity thing.
I'm
This
not
is an
gonna- yeah,
amazing
right.
card.
Sorry.
Twiddler.
it is.
But we were gonna bring all this traffic.
Is it-
We
is
had
it
like
Twiddler?
people watching, bro.
Is it Twiddler MTG?
Yeah, right. Twiddler MTG store.
Not gonna tell you, much.
The point with all this is we're going through the cards is to highlight that they're just being absolutely curb stomped, suppressed at the moment. But you can look at most of these cards. This is another like kind of niche card, I think. Green Sun Zenith.
I don't think it's niche at all. I think it's pretty cheap right now. $10.
It's good.
Hey,
But
Mythic.
I, don't,
how you doing,
I
brother?
cut it out of a lot of like it doesn't make it. Vidalkin, dude.
It's so
Josh Lee
good.
Kwai is so right. This card is
Yeah.
effing busted.
So I played Narset as both a commander deck and an insert into Kaikar. Vidalkin Ori breaks that shit so hard.
$11.
Vidalkin Ori is good, and the
I
other
can't
version,
even-
the other alt art version of this,
God. Yeah, yo,
Is
man,
just
pull that up. That
gorgeous.
looks insane. The purple one there. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a-
I have to buy one. I haven't
Whoa,
bought one of
put
these
some
yet.
there.
I keep feeling like it was going to go lower. It looks like it's already started to drift back up. I saw it around like $12. This one got unfairly like smushed, along with Crucible of Worlds, Vidalkin Ori, Oh, damn it! What's the other? The Panharmonicon. Like,
Oh
that's
my
like
god, dude.
$4.
Panharmonicon,
Are
the
you
like
kidding?
full art version is $10-15 for one of the most gorgeous looking magic cards I've seen in a long time. This
And
set, honestly,
Panharmonicon can break
phenomenal
so
art.
many. Panharmonicon is one of those like can just bust so much shit out there.
Oh, heck yeah.
14
Especially if
bucks
you've got
fine.
like a deck built around having that action too. It just has a regular old insert. I've got an Edric deck. Throwing Panharmonicon even in that would be such a huge boost.
Yeah, Panharmonicon is that's another thing that helps break Dockside.
There's one I don't understand. Somebody will have to explain it to me why Liliana's got that price tag on it. It didn't go down at all. Like, and I don't think it's a great card. Like, I'm sorry.
It's used in some modern decks I've seen. That's about it. I don't know.
Okay, but Vidalkin Ori got cut in a third. What?
It dropped from 26 to 12.
No, before they revealed it, it was like $12.
I mean, I have the chart right here. It like the release date from it's been sitting.
I'm not talking
around
about release date. I'm talking about before release date.
15, and then for some reason it spiked to 26, and then stretched.
Yeah, and now it's 12. So it's like what? Okay,
that's
what
kind
it
of a
was
weird
before the
move.
reprint. Weird.
Yeah.
Whatever. I okay. I'm just maybe I'm wrong. Call me wrong. It's another Cavern of Souls, I guess. I'm wrong.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that the reoccurrence from the graveyard helps. I guess. I don't know.
Okay, fine. It's a 3-mana planeswalker. Okay. I think it would have been a much bigger deal if they had the other Liliana. Oh, come on. Liliana the Veil.
Veil, yeah.
So, I mean, as we keep going, we can get past this section, folks. But the idea is that many of these cards are suppressed, and they're going to spring back up. These cards see tremendous play. Many of them.
Yeah. I mean, look at Teferi's Protection. It's just such a beast card, and
yeah,
there's a sweet version. Why is it? Yes, it's lower than the normal version. It's so weird.
It's such a pretty card. I saw that in foil, and boy, the artwork in this set is super good.
And tell me how many times you've been like, theory crafting in your head about a commander deck. Well, I'm going to do this, and then in response to my own spell, I'm going to Teferi's Protection. I'm going to do this and board wipe and like World Fire, and in response to my own World Fire, I'll Teferi's Protection.
Yeah, you can float a bunch of mana, Teferi's Protection, then board wipe.
It's like,
and then replace
this card is used, folks. It's a big time card. $26 for a fancy schmancy version of it.
My buddy was playing one of the hideaway lands, the white one there, and as someone goes to board wipe, bing bang, I'll just Teferi's Protection instead, and then just win the game afterward.
Right. So there's just too much shenanigans that can happen with it. So again, folks, careful about looking at this point in time. Phyrexian Altar. God, I need to go out and just I don't think it's getting lower than that.
I got
so many damn decks.
I like the borderless.
I don't like that. I want the etched one.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Bob, I've got one of the foil etched over here if you're looking to get one.
I don't like that art at all. I like the foil etched version much better.
I mean, yeah, the foil etched doesn't show. I don't know why they don't have the foil etched version on the art here.
But these are just crazy cards, folks. Everybody was stupid hype when they announced the cards, but now that they're actually available, people are like, I don't know, it's not that great. The economy sucks. Oh,
you know what it is? I think it's
jealousy right there.
People are.
Yeah, but it's all backwards for some weird reason.
Didn't you fix that earlier?
I did. I undid it. So it makes my lazy eye look less bad if I flip it because it's now on the other side. And you guys don't care, but I'm self-conscious as shit.
That's fine. I get self-consciousness.
Well, then do something to fix my ugly, Pat.
Yeah, right.
But so look, look at this set, folks. You can just scroll through. Oracle Maldaya got absolutely blasted. I'm telling you, it's a great card. Assassin's Trophy. God, there's just so many hits in this set.
It didn't
So
take too big a hit. Doesn't look like, at least.
what? It was $24 before it started.
Nah, that version doesn't show it. Let's see here.
Ciao.
Yeah, it looks like it's been floating around 20 for a while, and now it's 10. So it's been cut in half, which I tend to like, and unless I own the card, and then I'm sad.
Sure, but what I'm saying is you're likely going to see them recover. Thrumming Stone, I don't think will recover as high as it was.
No.
That was certainly a scarcity.
Yeah.
It's too niche.
It's a very niche card.
Right. And I don't know. I think it should have probably been a mythic to maintain some value. I'm not a huge fan of Forbidden Orchard. Let's put it this way. I will play City of Ass before Forbidden Orchard.
Yeah, I'd rather take the damage.
Me too. Than give a creature advantage. No thanks.
I wonder why the list is so high.
Because it was scarcity, but it's too.
But the art's not
niche,
even
in
any
my
different.
opinion. This one I don't think will recover.
Me neither. Yeah, I mean, Relentless Rats and Persistent Petitioners just aren't common enough.
And the Shadowborn Apostle.
Shadowborn Apostle is another one.
Oh, and that Dragon one too, right?
I think Dragon's Approach.
Yeah.
I played
it's
against
too
niche.
Dragon's Approach.
Yeah.
Recently.
So okay. So what? Divine Visitation, I think, will go back up.
What's funny is all the cards that have that Richard Kane Ferguson artwork that I really dislike aren't worth much.
Yeah, I actually got
Suck it, guy.
I got the Coiling Oracle RKF because it was free. So my buddy opened it. I'm like,
I
hey,
feel bad for him,
so
I appreciate that that they went in a different direction, but I agree with you. It doesn't appeal to me much either.
I just don't like it because it's too busy. It's not like it's bad art. I can never
Surgical
approach it. It's just too busy.
Surgical Extraction's another one that's going to go back up.
This card used to be, when I played it back in standard days, it was like $25 a fucking copy. Now it's $6.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, now's the time I would say start looking. Like now is the time to start shopping your singles. I think we got the second wave out there. I think we're at an all-time, kind of poo-poo kind of low. Though the economy is slow out there. There is still more room for these to go low, but there's also room for these to start recovering.
Yeah, if you look at all of the prices that we've looked at, they've got this huge kind of downward trend, and then if you see, they're all flattening. So this could be the floor. It could go lower for some reason. That doesn't make sense why it would, but as supply dries up, it's going to go back up.
If we see the reprints in Dominator United, if some of these are going to get reprinted, which I doubt. Hardened Scales, wow, that got unfairly beaten up. That is a great card that it's got its own decks. It has a place in Commander.
It seems as like the way they're doing track printing in packs for Double Masters 22 is that if you get one, you're often to get another one, especially in collectors. So I've definitely seen like 3 or 4 of these in a box. It's definitely got way too many coming out of Double Masters 22. So this is
and the graphs there would indicate that it'll probably go lower.
Yeah.
But you can get the borderless for the same price, just about.
I want the borderless one actually.
Yeah, it looks good.
A lot of people say they don't like it. They like the OG one better. That's fine. Yeah. Gravecrawler. That's another great, like when zombies are in, this card's going to go back up. I'm just telling you.
Oh, there's a foil etched version. It's $9. Not bad.
Well, that's one of the things, like I was just discussing with my friend, is that since you can only get foil etched in the collectors, I think the price on all of those is going to stay pretty high.
Yeah.
Especially in cards that are particularly rare already, like that Phyrexian Altar. I think that's probably going to be the most expensive version of it.
Yeah.
I agree. But a lot of these cards. I mean, we can go on and on and on, and it's just a fantastic set. Privileged Position took too big of a beat.
This is one of Jake's specs. Or Joel, one of the two. I forget who said it.
It's a fine card.
They bought like
to be honest
20 copies. They just think that it's going to go up in.
Well, if they buy all of them, they are going to go up in price.
Like if this card said May instead on it, it would be more busted, but it doesn't. So it has to be the card with that casting cost. You need to cast that turn in your hand.
Something is going to have to fill the rotation void, huh?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I think we're going to be getting Dominaria United here soon enough, and Was Brother Wars going to be towards the end of the year? Hopefully. You know, Wizards
and
is
Jumpstart
a lot of
2022.
delay.
Don't forget Jumpstart 2022.
Yes. Yep.
True.
I'm not a big fan of the box art, which makes me worry that the Jumpstart 22 anime characters are going to be a bit too
Cheesy.
chobbit. You know, they're going to be a little too cutesy, you know, huge
Chibi.
eyes and kind of stuff. Yeah.
And like that chibi style art. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's something interesting at least. I'll tell you what's been weighing on my mind more and more is I really think I want to get more Unfinity. I do.
Yeah.
I don't really like the stickers. I agree with you. I think that was a disappointment. I don't even understand what the difference is of the stickers for that or a counter. Like
right. It just seems like an odd. Yeah.
That has an odd purchase price for the counter.
Yeah,
gimmick,
I don't
get
understand.
The sticker. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. It feels very much like a swing and miss.
It's like they were trying to do the dumbest form of energy, and they did.
And they somehow nailed it.
Well, nailed it.
It's like you go to a circus and you step in elephant shit.
Just when I thought you couldn't go and do anything dumber, you go and do a thing like this.
Yeah.
And totally nailed it.
Totally didn't do it.
Yeah, I agree with that. So big miss, I think, on the stickers. There was so much more that they could have done with that space.
Oh, did they actually reveal what they're doing with the stickers? I didn't see that.
Yeah. It's literally just like putting some sort of attribute counter on things that you buy with tickets that you generate.
Yeah.
And then they have cards that have stickers on them that you peel the sticker off and put it on your card.
Yeah. So I actually wanted to ask you, Bob, what your thought was on sealed investing of this. If the sticker concept is well received, do you think the physical play card with those stickers is going to be worth something?
Stickers won't be well received. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that. I haven't heard any positive reception of it so far whatsoever.
No, I'm personally pretty against it. I don't like the whole concept. I think it's a bit too far out, as you know, even though it's like an outer space theme. I think the stickers is just too far out. As far as a play mechanic, it doesn't quite jive with me. Not thinking it's going to be well received either, but I think it should be a fun set just to open and play.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've had a draftable unset.
Will it? Has it reduced the prices of them?
No.
Like are the pre-sale prices going down?
No, I mean that's something we should probably address a little bit. But I always feel like when I'm too far ahead of the curve, and I feel like we're still too far ahead of the curve.
Oh, people love Cryptic Spires. I don't know what you mean, Brian.
I actually like Cryptic Spires, but
yeah, that shit's great. I've got a whole stack of them right here. I mean, legit. I expect to get about 48 out of the 2 boxes. There should be 48, and they're going to go into people's decks. It's a fine offsuit card. You know,
something I've noticed, just a pattern of people paying attention or viewing our videos. When I put things out too far ahead of time, nobody's paying attention. Nobody's listening. Nobody cares. And I said it a few months back. I remember when I pinged you guys saying, God, look at the effing prices for Dominaria United. And I think people are looking at that confused that, well, it's that price because of the whole Legends thing. It's not. This is the new pricing moving forward, folks. This is the new pricing of standard sets.
Yeah, most probably.
People don't want to face that yet and haven't really been up in arms. But I think once we see Brothers War come out with a price sticker that it has, because there's going to be some confusion about Unfinity because it was technically supposed to be released and there were pre-order prices for Unfinity already paid back in April before the price hike. But you understand where I'm going with that? So there's going to be some confusion around Unfinity. So the other sets that are releasing are Dominaria United, Brothers War, Unfinity, and Jumpstart 2022 for the rest of the year. Now, Jumpstart 2022 is not a standard set. So I don't know what the pricing is going to be on that. But I'll guarantee you that Brothers War is going to be at this same price point. And maybe they try to hide the fact that, these price hikes are coming by putting some other juicy shit in. And maybe it'll be like that for a set or two.
A standard release, right?
Yeah. What I'm saying is they're probably going to sort of smoke and mirrors this with, hype, revised cards that you can pull from Brothers War, et cetera, right? Sort of masking, like what Rudy said, sort of, Penn and Teller masking the idea that we're doing the price increase. What a beautiful way to do it, and sort of shift the attention away from the price increase. So expect standard prices to be what they're going to be moving forward that you find in Dominaria United. That's what I would expect. And that means for all the product lines, the Jumpstart boxes, the collector boxes, the draft and set boxes, they're all going to be in that price point. So
yeah, antiquities. Yeah, there you go.
I don't think there's going to be antiquities in Brothers War. Sorry.
Yep.
They
happen to find 15 more pallets of.
Yeah. Antiquity is a different
boxes back there. I don't know what to tell you.
It's a different animal from Legends, guys.
Where'd all those
Antiquities
come from?
is a different animal from Legends. Sorry, it was more rare.
It's like the guy who runs the Dollar General by my house. He's just got no idea what's in these boxes. I couldn't tell you. Oh, look at that. Cases of betas.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I agree with, I don't remember who said it, but they said, back then, and I do recall this, they were struggling to get product to the market, right? So the idea that they would hold back product is not realistic. And we do know that Revised had a much, much increased print run compared to all the sets before it, right? So seeing Revised seems like it would be very reasonable that you could see that. But I, no matter what they do, I have a feeling that they're, like I said, I think they're going to try to do this sort of smoke and mirrors, take the attention away from the price increase by creating hype through some other, P.T. Barnum effect, like the Legends in Dominaria United. If they didn't have Legends in Dominaria United, I bet people would be up in arms about the prices. Well, then why are these prices so high? Well, because we told you last year when Matt and I did that video. When was that, Matt? They're expecting that price increase.
It was a while ago.
October last year, sometime. So
time is all fluid at the moment,
Yeah.
Fugazi, I got you. So at any rate, expect that, folks. Expect moving forward that we're going to see these prices become consistent for the standard boxes. This is the new real. This is the new standard, so to speak. So
I think it would be super cool if there was some golden ticket type of thing. You get a specialty token and you can get a pack sent to you through the mail. I think that would be kind of cool.
Dude, I mean, who doesn't like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? The idea of the poor kid eating, his candy bar and has no hope of going to the chocolate factory, and boom, he hits it. I mean, everybody loves that story. Everybody wants that feel good. Everybody likes that idea. Even if it's not you, you're cheering for the Charlie at your local game store that hits it, Sure. So it's a feel good win-win scenario, except for the Veruca Salts of the world who just, I got to have it all. Got to have it now. And, so, I think that's clearly what I'm seeing for positive reception across all the channels and across the social medias that I watch, that's a good vibe.
I think, the masterpieces type thing is what they went with the neon foiling. I think it's the same thing that they're doing with the textured. I believe that they are making some cards really crazy pull rates, and the masterpieces is the rarity. Maybe not specifically that type of look to them. Masterpieces, Invocation, any of that cool specific type of artwork that they did previously. But I think going forward, we'll see a lot more very unique styles that are only going to be seen once, maybe twice, super rare, like the textured foils we just saw. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again. Maybe things like that, but not the same.
I agree with you, but I think they also need to pick a different list of cards. Right? That they can't be what's already been an Invocation or a masterpiece. Right? Like you said, have a different unique styling, but choose a different group of cards. There are many playable cards. Think about it. Like a I don't know, even like a masterpiece. And look, we just listed off a whole bunch of them that were not masterpieces. I don't think there was a Phyrexian altar, was there? Pretty sure no.
I don't think so. I know there was a Soul Ring now.
Yeah, I don't think there was a masterpiece Ragavan or Dockside Extortionist or Solitude or you get where I'm going. They can pick an entirely different line of cards without affecting the masterpieces to give them that uniqueness, right? I think that's what the direction that they do need to go. Imagine if they had like, and they could do it with even like the silliest cards, man. They could do it with your serialized, basic lands.
Oh, you're great.
Imperial Seal Master. Yeah.
And people poo-poo on Imperial Seal too much too. It's a 1-mana tutor, folks.
It's a fine
great card. It's absolutely fine. But people go, it's not Vampiric Tutor. It's not Demonic Tutor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's overpriced for what it is. But I think also one of the things that it is particularly difficult to obtain, whether it's one of the old versions from P3K, a Judge version, or even out of Double Masters 22. It's pretty difficult to get one of these. There's not a whole lot of them.
But I would still be offloading it. No financial advice before the next announcement of reprintings for it.
Yeah,
I think the next reprinting of this is going to go, woo! So
how many special Soul Rings do we need? Hey,
30,
come on,
30 more,
bro. Hey, all of the special fucking Soul Rings. Every single set comes out with like a new Soul Ring, and they're all pretty good. I mean, it's like one of the best cards in Magic. So yeah, keep making them. I love them. Mana Drains, yeah, meh.
How about a masterpiece, Birds of Paradise?
Yeah, give me the Bob.
Huh? Okay, that's what I'm saying. There's so much up their sleeves that they could pull out that would just be, oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, right, Coach. Totally right.
Genius,
brilliant. But it's just one of those things where I agree, and we're just we're putting our finger on the pulse of what the community's saying, and that's
I'll tell you
out loud or whether they say with the money. You're 100% right. You're 100% right, Pat. That people want that chase. They want that rare, special, golden ticket, my precious ring. Oh man, I hope they make the One Ring serialized. Heard it here first.
That would be phenomenal. Yeah.
The One Ring.
Yeah.
One of one.
Yeah.
One of 666. Yeah.
No, okay. Imagine if they make a One Ring that has a 1-of-1 printing.
Yeah, that would be phenomenally spectacular. I don't think that's going to be a thing, but yeah.
There's no shot. There's no way they do that.
But it's called the One Ring.
Sure is.
Maybe as like a secret layer insert kind of a thing. They give you a free Soul Ring and it's called the One Ring. And it's, like they did with Arcane.
I don't know. I'm just saying, there's so much stuff that they could do, folks, to make, the product move crazy. I would love to see that. I would just be, if they said in one random draft booster box out there will be the One Ring. And it's a one and done print.
So their sales go up super high until somebody pulls it, then it just plummets to the earth because nobody wants the crap anymore.
No, what happens is somebody opens it that doesn't even know what it is or has it sitting on their shelf like trash. I do. And
never heard of this thing. Oh, it's got no sales online. It must be fucking worthless. Whoop.
No listings. Oh, that's a trash card.
Not applicable. MTG stock sucks.
That would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing, right? And that it doesn't even do anything functional in the game. You redeem it for something super awesome, like a foil set of the whole set or something, right? It's sort of like a golden ticket sort of thing. No one would ever trade it in for it, but I'm just saying, there's so much that they could do, folks. They should hire me for some kind of shit over there. I had so many great ideas. They should, but I wouldn't take that.
They should hire me with some kind of shit.
They've got a whole team of weird.
I got some ideas, folks. This is how you do it. People would love it. But
they've got all the freaks, geeks, and sheiks they need.
Yeah, they wouldn't want to listen to me. I'm too inflexible. I'm too apt to say, no, that's stupid. I don't care if you're the CEO. That's just stupid.
That's a dumb
I get
idea. Mr. Rosewater, you're stupid.
You got one of them there stupid parts in here?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great set for Double Masters, folks. Don't look at the current environment and say, well, this is how the set's going to do moving forward. This set is going to absolutely crush it moving forward.
What a crap set.
What's that?
I said, what a crap set. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Double Masters.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
But, I'm just trying to say, don't look at it through a short-term lens of what you're seeing now or some Debbie Downer out there. There was a reason this set had so much hype beforehand, not only just from me, but from the community.
Yeah, for me too. This shit's great. I mean, I've been having like the best time opening it. It's
and
awesome.
When it gets thin in the market, it just right now it feels like, oh, it's got a lot of room to go down. It's going to go down more. These cards are going to go down. This set's just going to flatline. Don't smoke that.
Fuck out of here. Yeah. Fair. I'm getting high the whole time, and it's like I'm not that dumb. I'm stoned out.
When you don't have 300 boxes available on TCG Player, this stuff is going to just start ratcheting up like
fucking Magic
product does, and it just goes up. And that's just what's going to happen to this set. And then you're going to look back at it and say, F that set. That's $700 a box. I'm not buying that shit. Well,
fucking A right. You're not buying it. You should have bought it, not buying it. Yeah.
Somebody else will.
Yeah.
People definitely will. I mean, no doubt. They buy double masters. Like,
so glad.
When we get past this, before the end of the year, I guarantee you will find somebody else out there on the internet that's going to buy a $650, $700 Double Masters 2020 box and crack it before the end of the year for YouTube alone. And not everybody out there records their openings.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I don't record a lot of the stuff I open.
I opened my
two. That's like a lot of the videos I have.
I opened my 2 free packs of the Kamigawa collectors. Yeah, they were. I recorded it. It was bad.
Oh, I bet mine were worse.
I got the only card of note was Kamigawa of the West Tree or East Tree or whatever direction.
Do you know what my top? Do you know what my top dollar value card was?
No.
The foil lands.
Oh yeah, those probably have value too. I forgot about those. I got 2 of those, obviously.
Yeah,
me too, Coach.
My top rare was Eater of Virtue.
Oh, bugger!
I got the full art red channel land. I only got 1 mythic, and it was an 88-cent mythic out of the Commander Precon, the red-green dude.
I mean, that's the disappointing thing I'll say about Double Masters 22. Is some of the packs, like you've seen probably as well as I have, collector boxes openings, all 4 packs, maybe 2 of them are really good, and the other 2 are meh at best. So yeah, sometimes it's tough, and a lot of sets have that same feeling as well. Lower sets that aren't so jam-packed, Zendikar Rising, same kind of feel. You open up a whole box of that out of 36 packs, maybe 6-10 packs at the most feel good. Yeah.
Coach asked a good question there about Mox Amber.
Oh yeah.
That's a very interesting question. So we haven't really had a Mox. I mean, because Lotus isn't really a Mox, right?
Yeah, it's Lotus. True.
So we haven't had a Mox come out in a long time. A new Mox. So potentially we could see it in Dominaria.
True.
Potentially. But I would guess more they would save that for something like Brothers War to see a new Mox.
I'm so hyped for Brothers War.
What's that?
I'm so hyped for Brothers War. That's good. That's my. I'm more hyped of it over Double Masters. I hope they nail it.
Why?
I like artifacts. Artifacts are cool.
There's not enough artifacts in Double Masters.
Nope.
Strong ones.
Nope. I want some Affinity. I want some awesome, cheap.
I thought they said they're never reprinting Affinity.
I don't know. Did they?
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure they said that. They admitted that Affinity was a mistake, that it was too busted, and then not reprinting it anymore.
Well, Moxbox, that's one of the things about YouTube is, for the most part, a lot of creators for YouTube, the biggest thing that they're going to make for content is opening whatever is the latest, hottest thing. So that's what you're going to get. And so many people look forward to this and, you know, bet a lot of money on it as well. So I think that's why even for the next month or so, a lot of it's going to be just cracking open what little left there is of inventory of this.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm just going to take this moment to pimp ourselves. Matt and I kind of take the extra efforts to not do what so many other content creators are doing. We try to bring you something different. We do our best to bring some sort of unique perspective. So please, if you haven't already, go over to our channel and subscribe. You know, we try to bring you fresh content here on Cardboard Conversations, because you can watch 8 million box openings. It's nothing new. As a matter of fact, what I find myself doing when I'm watching other content creators, I get really bored of watching box openings unless they got some sort of story going on behind it. Like I love listening to BBD and his stories when he's cracking packs, or Rudy. But when it gets just a straight cracking packs, okay, I watch it for like a week after a product comes out, and then I'm done with it. You know, I know what the product looks like. I know what to expect out of a box opening. I get the basic gist of how it's going to flow. And when they just get into pack cracking, it's like, I don't know, it loses interest for me at least. But I love listening to people's takes on things. Even if I feel they're wrong-headed, I like knowing what people feel and think and say out there with their opinions about Magic and the community and different aspects of Magic, rather than just walking, you know, crack packing. As Joey Moss put it, that was
Crack packing.
He said he was the best crack packer.
Oh.
I was like, okay, way to go, Joey. So, yeah, no, I appreciate that. And if you're already subscribed, spread the word to your friends. Help get us over that 600 mark. And thank you again, Savannah, for the cards. I mean,
yeah, you guys
you're
have to
part
send
of our
me your
500.
addresses. Just email them or put them in the shared doc or something, and I'll send these cards right out to you.
Just send it in one to Bob or something. Just, you don't have to send them to Bob. We live like, 20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Same thing. Bob. Yeah, just email me.
Sure. Do you think it has a high percentage held sealed for those? That's a tough question to ask, Coach, and that's why I threw the gauntlet down. How long ago was that? A month or two ago, when I said the Keep It Sealed campaign. We'll revisit it in a year for those that have been able to keep it sealed.
Yeah,
and we'll have a sealed box party.
Where we just sit around and hold sealed boxes and have fancy.
We don't mention Mox Tantalite Mox box. That's not a real card. It's not a real Mox.
It wasn't.
When it's not actually on a table and can get counterspelled by the time it does. Kind of defeats the purpose of a Mox.
Slivers. I want like a whole new sliver set. Just give me a whole thing. Like, somebody breaks out of Riptide. Oh shit! Why is that not like a thing? Is Riptide a set yet? Break out from Riptide Laboratory. Boom! There you go. Give me a whole new sliver set, baby.
There's been some sliver activity. I don't know if you saw that. They're in the secret lair secret card.
Oh,
for one of the recent secret lairs.
Oh,
I think I was supposed to receive my Street Fighter secret lair. I just got notification on that one. I still don't have my Heads I Win, Tails You Lose deck.
Nope.
I don't think
I'm gonna get my Street Fighter before it.
I
That's
guess
odd.
So.
But yeah, Tantalite was garbage. As far as the percentage of holding sealed, there's no way to know. Rudy did just say some numbers, so we can start working with some numbers. I could tell you where there's 2 sealed cases that aren't getting opened. Well, actually 3. But as far as how many people out there, if they're smart, they're holding it sealed. My guess is most of it's getting cracked. There's probably going to be a few boxes here and there that people are squirreling away. Most people don't buy it with the intention of holding it sealed. And with the downturn in the market and all the negativity, I think a lot of the investor craze has been driven out of the Magic market, out of collectible markets, really. So I would expect that it's probably a lower percentage than you would think. I would say far less than half of it's sitting sealed. My guess is you're probably going to have somewhere in that 20% for now that bought it to hold it sealed. Rudy did just say he got another 1,000 boxes of each, though, from 3 different stores. So now we have a relative idea of the amounts that LGSs were able to get their hands on. And it sounds in that like 300-ish boxes range each. Because he said from 3 different sources. So I don't know if he bought out like one of the distributors and, backroom deal, but he leveled with us on numbers. He said about 1,000 collectors and 1,000 draft boxes. And he said he's not going to put them on sale.
He said he might do a patron sale, but for the most part.
He said that he may do a little bit for patrons, but he wants to hold them. And so that'll be probably one of your biggest supply points would be Rudy. We'll probably be sitting on.
But what's funny is he's not going to do a patron sale now. He's going to wait a year.
He's going to wait for them to go up. Right.
And then do a patron sale and then be like, hey, they're, $4,000 for a case.
Right.
What a deal.
Yeah. Well, and at the time it may be.
Yeah.
But, I mean, he's not doing this, folks, for charity for us.
Sure. He's got to make money.
Yo, for real. I don't hold that shit against him. I hope that's not how that came across. I honestly enjoy his whole gimmick. Like, I was a patron of him for a while, and then it just wasn't worth it.
I fully intend to make money off of all the sealed I'm sitting on.
Yep.
Like, that's the whole purpose of sitting on sealed.
Yeah.
My money would otherwise be better invested somewhere else that's appreciating.
I mean, in all honesty, just to throw some price points out there for me, I think end of year, we're going to see collector boxes for Double Masters 22, 400 minimum. I mean, I like to say 420 by 420. That's my specific guess. And I think that's a low ball guess too.
I think it'll be 500 by end of year.
I'm honestly probably going to shock you guys and say I probably see it around 350 at the end of the year.
350 for a collector's box end of year?
Yes. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And it doesn't have much to do with the supply. It has far more to do with wallet fatigue. It has far more to do with other sets coming out. Christmas is coming up. The economy's, I think, verified in an actual recession now.
Yeah. I think Jerome Powell finally admitted it.
So I think there's going to be a lot of external factors like holding it down. Now, should it be that price? I think it should be that price now. But I think that there are going to be factors outside of how good the set is, because they just stepped all over it. I could see it clearly with the amount of product being purchased from Dominaria United coming out right on 2 weeks after release. Right, it really hampered sales, cut them in about half. So let's say Brothers War is a hit. That's going to cut into people's budgets. And then you got Christmas coming up right on the heels of that. Plus, you got some people wanting to hold out for some Unfinity and some Jumpstart.
Yep. And the Warhammer decks, honestly, I'm digging those. I think that there's one deck that's going to be phenomenal that they haven't released the card face for the commander yet. So
let's think about this though. Let's think about this and let's analyze it a little bit.
I don't like thinking. That's hard.
I know thinking's hard.
I mean, come on.
Disclaimer: gonna hurt brains out there for a second. So, in all reality, the lowest price. What do you remember? The collector box's lowest price ever was out there.
228.
Nope, I got them cheaper than that.
Well, that's the lowest I saw. So, I mean, that's the right answer. It doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah, true. I don't know.
It's the biggest dick I've ever seen. It's like
4.5 inches.
yeah.
I got my lowest ones I got at $2.12 a box. Right. And the lowest I got draft that I saw was $2.39. And that wasn't including discounts or anything. That was just the lowest prices I could get them at.
Yeah.
So already at $3.20, think about this. At $3.20, which is roughly where they're at.
Oh yeah. I mean, even for me, I got in at higher
That's
entry point.
$100 gain in 2 months. If you were able to get 50% gains in 6 months in a recession on anything, that's amazing, folks. So this product is effing crushing it. So I wouldn't be worried if it's $3.50 at the end of the year, because the economic worm will turn eventually. This is the set that has all the right stuff in it. It's got amazing cards that if they just don't reprint them into the dirt in the next 2 to 4 years.
Well, so right now, Amazon Draft Box for Double Masters has 8% discount. It's selling at $3.50, and the list price is $3.78 without the discount. So it looks like they're pricing it up already. My expectation on that is the next couple of weeks at most, they're going to take off that discount and boom, you're at $3.80 practically. Freaking craziness. It's not even craziness. Limited supply, incredible product.
I mean,
yeah, Coach.
Well,
I mean, you bring
crazy.
up a whole different topic for a whole. I mean, that's a topic for a whole night. You can avoid those selling fees, right? You can list things locally and say local pickup, and I'll just bring Matt as my security detail. Meet you in the McDonald's parking lot, and it's all cash transaction.
Yeah, whenever I start selling product, I'm probably not going to use eBay, maybe TCG. If depending on the fees, I forget if the TCG player fees are
they've
better.
swooped their fees up too.
Oh, have they?
Yeah,
it's been a while since I've.
After they bought Channel Fireball, they started ratcheting up their fees. I think is what Eric said. So,
if you're a subscriber,
you can go to conventions and sell them. If you're in no hurry to have to ditch product, you can cut into those.
Yeah.
Right. So you can sell things. It's kind of like the housing market. You don't have to sell when it's hot. You sell it at your price. You just put yourself in a financial position that you don't need to sell things. And when you don't need to sell things, boy, that takes a lot of the pressure off as a seller and go, I'll sell them when it's advantageous for me. Right. So agreed. I'm just saying 50% gain as of right now. Right. And it's been out like less than a month. So holding on to it for 6 months, and as the supply dries up, it's I care more about, does the product have the right pieces and parts, right? Is this the set? Like Jumpstart, at some point the original Jumpstart is going to go up. It's been suppressed horribly at that $75 to $80 a box. I don't think it's going to sit there forever. I think it will go up. I think the same thing with Commander Legends, and I'm seeing it starting to ratchet up already.
Yeah, same.
Throne of Eldraine is going to go up. Ikoria is going to go up. I think everything in 2020 is a no-brainer going to go up. Even Zendikar, I'm not a huge fan of, but it does have the expeditions.
Yeah, it's funny. I was just going to open up a box of that because I wanted to open a box for, having some cards to rip open instead of, doing Double Masters 22. It's like, we'll save that for later. It needs to, brew
Marinate
for a bit. Yeah, exactly. You want an aged wine when it comes to Zendikar Rising. And then sell the box topper for $50. Fuckers.
Like all these people buying, like the Crimson Vows, AFRs, Strixhavens at discounted prices because they're discounted. I don't know that they have the right stuff in them. They don't feel good, right? Kaldheim, I think, has some of the right stuff, but it didn't, for whatever reason, resonate with people. So I don't think it's going to have a super bright future. I think it's a good set. I think that's one that would be fun as hell to draft in the future. and it's going to have some key pieces for some decks. I'm going to say it right now. I say it all the time, and it's still too low. Maskwood Nexus. God, that goes in every single freaking tribal deck that exists. I play it in decks on Arena, and I'm like, I love this card. As soon as I can get that, when it pops in my hand, I'm like, ooh.
Okay, I got a funny story because I know Matt never watches these. The other Matt, you're cool. This guy's salty as fuck. So he had a 4/4 flying commander, and he got me up to 16 commander damage. So I had enough of his shit. So I had Maskwood Nexus out, making my 1/1 unblockable finally an elf. So I threw a whole bunch of counters from Immaculate Magistrate over and over and over. It made him a 23/23 unblockable. Fucking ding that bitch right in the face finally. Oh, I'm done, guys. I'm not having a great time. Puts all his cards together and leaves. Son of a bitch.
That's some salt right there.
Yep. Loved it.
Yeah. There's so many, and I got my face owned by, I said it because it just feels like it's got busted mechanics, but that Pyre of Heroes, man, some dude whipped that shit out on an angel deck. It was like boom, boom, boom. Before I knew it, there was like that double striking one that gives everybody life as you hit the guy, and once you've gained 15 more than your starting life, you
win the game, yeah. Or they lose the game actually. But yeah.
Yeah, it was, but he had it out on like turn 4 or 5. I was like,
yeah, I play an angel tribal deck. It's fun.
And it was like, it was brutal. So that card comes from Mystic Reflection. I think Jake, he did a spec on it, and he's like kicking himself. What an amazing card. Totally fair, fun as hell, so many uses. Like, if I play blue, I'm putting that shit in a commander deck. Like, any commander deck I have that has blue, it's getting Mystic Reflection in it, period.
It's such a good card.
It is such a good card. Like, I think it's going to have its day. So, you got Blood on the Snow, which is an amazing card if you're playing Snowlands. There's so many, of course, the Vorinclex, I think, still has many, many uses. There's other decks I see that have, the counter strategy. Put that out there with Hardened Scales. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
and then you also get Pathways, too. And the
Pathways
very solidly.
Goldspan Dragon is just a staple at this point.
Oh, that's
your favorite Planeswalker, Matt? What's his name? Tybalt.
Yeah.
That card is just stupid if you can get it down on the 7 mana side. What's that one? Tybalt Cosmic Imposter? Is that what he is?
Yeah.
Right.
The Planeswalker.
Oh,
he's brutal.
He's the modal one, right?
Yeah. I'm just saying there's so many amazing cards in Kaldheim that just, I don't know if they've even had their day yet. Yeah. Finn the Fangbearer. Geez, anything with Death Touch, well, you start talking Finn.
I call him Finn the Fangbanger.
Right? How about a Seeker's Chariot? Who hasn't cursed at a Seeker's Chariot? Oh, fuck that card. Like, it's just so good. I think Weathered Runestone. What's that?
It provides its own fodder and everything.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you guys.
That's fine. We'll just keep talking over each other, and then you can't hear us. I said it creates its own fodder and everything. The Chariot.
Oh, yeah. Dude, and makes copies of tokens. And so if you're playing token strategies that copy tokens, it's like, okay, that's just silly.
And then
so when we think about Kaldheim, I think, like I said, in that whole grouping, starting in 2021, would you rather have Kaldheim cards or Strixhaven cards? Like, you could only choose one or the other. I'm not talking about the mystical archives.
Yeah, Kaldheim, because you get better pieces.
It's just better, right?
I mean, I like the look of Strixhaven more, the showcase cards that they did. I liked more than Kaldheim's showing, whereas you get better cards in Kaldheim. It was a better release. So that's the trade-off is if you're collecting for good game pieces, yeah, definitely want to go Kaldheim. Brian, absolutely. I'm with you, buddy. But if you want to have just like cool looking cards and kind of a crazy weird theme, Strixhaven's where that is, depending on what you're looking to get. If you want to get value.
Coach, I'm just going to say this. I live like 20 minutes away from Joey Moss. So I guess who's going to be supplying him in a few years with all his box openings.
Oh yeah, there you go.
But yeah, Kaldheim I think is Did you get those on the discount, Matt? Did you get those at a discount, Matt, when they were on sale?
I think so. It was on an Amazon deal, I think, at some point.
I saw it for like $75 not too long ago.
Stupid cheap.
Like, Jesus. Yeah, they're good. I mean, it's a good set. I'll say it's better than Strixhaven. I'll say it's better than AFR, better than Crimson Vow, better than Midnight Hunt. Probably on par with Kamigawa. I'm not sure which one of those is better. That one because everybody thinks, just about oh god damn it, the green land.
I got them for $81.50.
What's the green land out of not Ottawara?
Boseiju?
I don't know that's as busted as people think it is. I mean, there are some busted cards in it. It's certainly a good set. Yeah. But I mean, when you compare it like 1-for-1, pound for pound, card for card against Kaldheim, I'm not sure it's that much better if it is. I'll say they're in the same arena. I'll put Kaldheim and Kamigawa in the same arena. You can beat me up if you want, but I think they're close. I think it's better than Streets of New Capenna. What's that?
I'd say that's right about there. Those are pretty equivalent. That's like a solid C, maybe a B tier. I think Ikoria legs it out just a little bit.
I'll tell you what, I think Core 2021 is better than both of them. It's just such a stupid set. Elder Gargaroth, Terror of the Peaks. I mean, just
fucking
a stupid set.
Yeah. I've never played Ugin, but I've got like a super duper fancy version of it, and that's a really broken ass card.
It's really good. I've played it.
Yeah. Like that's one of the few planeswalkers I actually do, think about playing. I also this new. What do you guys got time? You want to talk about this Ajani completed thing?
Ajani completed.
Have they revealed the card?
So, not the card, but
I know they said that. Yeah, the lore.
Official lore.
So, and hey, warning! After we already spoiled it, spoiler alert.
Yeah, we're like 2 hours into this stream. If anybody's this far in,
kudos.
Yeah, like for real. Hang on job, coach. Staying this long. I love everybody out there. Thank you for sticking around with us so far tonight. It's great having you here. I love the interactions down in chat. So
before we get into that, I just want to say this while Coach may still be here. So Matt and I don't believe in giveaways. That's just we don't really want that as part of our channel. We don't really want that kind of element, so to speak. Come listen to us if you want to, but we're not, to public stream to hand shit out.
I feel like the only way that I want to interject a little bit. I feel like the only way I would like to do a giveaway is if we were to get sponsored by somebody and they wanted to give away to you. That I'm cool with. But like for me to go out and buy something, it almost feels like I'm trying to buy viewership, and I don't like that. That's right. That's all I wanted to say.
But we did want to say thank you. So I'm in the works of trying to somehow thank what we considered our top fans. That's not really a giveaway. It's a sincere thank you. And Coach, you are definitely one of our top two that's always there commenting. One of the first to always drop a comment on our videos.
A thumbs up, a like, a share.
Yeah.
So
brother.
I have something that I haven't been able to work out. We wanted to do it as like a 500 subscriber kind of thank you that was supposed to go out to Savannah, and that kind of got a little kerfuffled. Yeah. But you are also in there. You're probably our number. It's a tie. I mean, really, between you and Savannah Lion with who's there more often commenting and whatnot. So I would like to send something out to you. I don't have it in hand yet. It's not going to be big monetary value. It's just a real thank you for being there. And oh man, I don't want to talk shit about Twiddler's duck races. I love his duck races.
So I finally saw one the other day. Like I honestly don't watch a whole lot of Magic the Gathering content online. I spend a lot of time like learning about stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, you learn about Magic and stuff, but Twiddler's got such a great personality. I just had to stop by and watch him for a while. And those things are adorable as shit. Like, I don't know how he got in on that, but like, man,
I love
that's
that.
wholesome. I like that.
I just hate when I'm always in the back, or like when I charge out front right in the beginning, and you're like, "Oh, I'm fucked." As soon as you're like out in the front, the race
like
starts. You're out front.
I'm
I'm gonna go get a sandwich because I ain't winning this one.
Is
was
the,
like-
duck, is the duck
absolutely
race
fun.
basically pack wars but with ducks?
No. You got to go check it out, man. If you
I
haven't
haven't
checked it
checked
out,
it
Matt, seriously, go check them out.
I feel like I watched it already, and my brain is just bad at retaining anything. So like I feel like I have seen it, and I probably
It's giveaway type stuff, right? And everybody who's a participant,
like pick up a
instead of
duck?
spinning a wheel, there's a rubber ducky race, and they all are dressed differently, and there's one winner, and it's just fun as shit. Well, thank you, Twiddler. I doubt it. I think I've won once, maybe twice, but no, those are so fun. That's absolutely fun. And Twiddler, you got your own thing going. Like a lot of people, God, I don't want to talk shit about content creators. They get the wrong-headed idea. I'm going to open packs, and that's how I'm going to make money on YouTube. No, you're not. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Yeah.
We had Lance on here.
Pack opening addict. Like I interact with him outside of just like YouTube. Like we email and like play games of Magic together and shit, and we just like talk while we're doing stuff. So he understands that this is not a career. This is not a way for him to like make money. He was actually laughing recently about how like he's now almost solvent in the Magic thing, and it was always just like a hobby to him, and now it's becoming like a second job. So he's like, I'm just opening a lot more stuff for myself recently. So on his channel, that's what you're going to see like a lot of is just him opening his shit. So he doesn't have to deal with sending it out or like doing the extra YouTube stuff, which is so funny because a lot of people, nitpicking nerds, those guys are so proud of, well, they're very proud anyways. That's a whole other thing. But their ability to go full time and have it as a career, I don't know if I'd want to make YouTube videos as a job.
I specifically don't. Like when I first started, the channel almost died. If it wasn't for Matt, there would be no MTGGaming Bob here tonight. I was spending like upwards of, when I first started, I just wanted to say shit. I just had things I wanted to say to the community.
Night, Brian.
YouTube, Brian. And I started putting more and more time into it as I was seeing more and more success. And then it started getting in like 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week. I'm like, all right, this is a full-time job that I don't get paid for. And as much as I like doing it, I'm feeling the pressure in order to keep making headway. I have to do this more regularly than I have things that I want to talk about. Like I have to find things to talk about rather than talk about them when I want to. And so I stopped making videos for about a month. And Matt was picked up Matt as a partner because I'm just better, I think, interacting with people than I am as, kind of Mr. Rogers, Bob Ross doing a video. And Matt and I had the agreement when we first started. We talked about it. Like, we're going to do this as long as it's fun. Like, it was never our aim to make money. It was our aim to have fun, talk about things we want to talk about at the pace we want to talk about them. Of course, like anybody who has a YouTube channel, we'd like to see some, a modicum of success. We'd like to have people listening to what we're saying, but we're not doing it to be successful, to make money at it. We're doing it because we enjoy it. We want to keep doing it. And as long as it's fun, that's our agreement. Matt and I have the agreement. As long as it continues to be fun, we'll continue to do it. If it's not fun anymore, well, there will be no more us. So, but these people I talk to all the time, content creators behind the scenes, Matt does a lot more of the strategery and playing and deck constructing and that kind of stuff. And I tend to do a lot more of the networking pieces.
Yep.
Talking to people behind the scenes, visiting the other channels, keeping my finger on the pulse of what's going on in the Magic world. And it's a good combination for the two of us. And so we're going to continue to do this regardless of how many viewers we get or if we ever make money. But a lot of the other YouTube content creators out there want to do this to make money.
Yeah.
And opening packs, and you're just not going to get the tens of thousands of subscribers with the hundreds of thousands of views that you have to make money on YouTube, right?
Yeah, no, brother, I totally know what you mean. I mean, both you, Bob, and what Twiddler's saying is there's no way I could make what I do now in making Magic videos on YouTube. Like, number one, I don't think there's enough space for it. Nope. And honestly, that's not what I would want to do, is hang my livelihood on good thumbnails and catchy titles and shit like that. You know, I don't want to have to get up, read Reddit every friggin' morning to see, oh, what's happening in the news. Oh, I got to rush out and like make a video as soon as possible. I don't want to spend my time editing all damn day. That's why my videos are like one shot. I do a sound check a couple of times and then I just fucking record it.
Yeah, if I could make my salary right now with the amount of effort I put into our channel, I would do it. Which is very
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, but you know that's not real. You'd have to put a tremendous amount more effort into the channel and you would never even come close to your side. Like Pat just said, there's just not enough headspace there. There's the YouTube market is saturated, right?
Yeah. Anybody can grab a camera and talk to it, and you can be on YouTube. So you have to compete with literal hundreds of thousands of people that are doing it. No, maybe not hundreds of thousands. Thousands of people that are doing it.
I'll say there's probably 10,000 YouTube content creators.
There's 500 hours of YouTube videos uploaded every minute.
Well, I'm thinking I'm narrowing it down strictly to Magic, although that's not really what our channel. Well, it's not really what I want our channel to be about. I want it to be Magic and other things.
Oh, so would I. I'm absolutely we've talked about that, Matt. If there's the headspace for it and we can get interest in it, I don't have a lot of extra time to divulge or to dive into other avenues, right? I spend a shitload of time really looking at the finances of Magic. I really, really do. Between that and networking and doing other things and having a full-time job and a family, there's no room in my life to really do a lot more with other things. But I introduced Matt to Destiny, Star Wars Destiny. Great game. I think it has room for us to play it online. It's a good game.
I think the biggest problem with trying to diversify a channel is that I've somewhat experienced this, and I think the other people can say, the moment you change from being that specialty channel to a what is the word I'm trying to think of?
Diversify.
I said diversify, but there's another word. It's a word for a content creator that does whatever he wants. They don't specialize in one specific thing. Like when you're like, when you do one thing, somebody subscribes to you because like, this is the Magic guy I like. This is the guy I like going to for all my Magic stuff. The moment they start seeing other videos pop up in their feed that are like, even if it's other card games, Flesh and Blood, Star Wars Destiny, I still think that you will lose subscribers the moment I release videos of people that they aren't interested. They're like, oh, whoa, you can't release other content. It's bullshit. Right. I've seen it because I used to stream on Twitch and I had like 80 to 100 viewers fairly consistently playing one of the Grave
Path of Exile?
Grim Dawn. Oh. No. Grim Dawn was my bread and butter. For Grim Dawn, for whatever reason, when it first came out, I had about 350 hours of streaming into that, and I was like one of the top content creators of Grim Dawn. If you go on the forums, my build guides are still getting views on my channel. It's so weird. But anyways, I tried playing another game after that. I went from 80 to 100 consistent viewers to 4. The moment you change, like people they freak out. They only want to support you if it's what they care about. So that's why I'm worried about our channel. If I start releasing content on like this mobile game that I've been playing for 3 years, people will be like, whoa.
We can make other channels.
True.
Channel.
Yeah. That's just
I
barely take care of.
Even with what we do, I think we're doing spectacularly well Like, what does our channel actually really produce videos for? Don't just say Magic, because in Magic there's 1,000,001 different categories. What do we specialize in with Magic?
At the moment, it's typically news related.
No,
I do a lot of like deck techs and stuff, but
okay, but I'm saying our channel. So I think that kind of hampers us. I don't care. It's what we want to talk about. You want to do your deck techs and your live plays with the Jake and Joel Commander League. I like talking about whatever the fuck I want to talk about when it comes to Magic, whether it's, sorry, don't mean to drop the F-bomb, but, finance or, legends counts or wallet fatigue or revolving door or whatever the hell we want to talk about. Is this set sucks or that set great? We don't have a specialty. And so for us to have 600 subs with a variety channel, I think that's doing really well.
Hey, right? Variety streamer. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you.
That's us. We're a Magic variety stream as is. And
True.
I wouldn't mind talking about other things as well. I play Diablo 2 Resurrected quite a bit.
Yeah. You did a little live streaming of that.
I know Matt does other things. None of us are that narrow. The problem is
I play
like
a ton of different games.
People, when they get that feed and it's something they're not expecting, oh, I don't want to see flesh and blood on my feed, unsub. Oh, I don't want to see live play, unsub. Right?
I started playing this new game called Medieval Dynasty. It's like Valheim if Valheim had a purpose. You know how like a Valheim, it's a world builder game where you like kind of go out, you cut down trees, you gather all the resources, you build like your house. There's like bosses you can fight, but like it's not really that in depth. Like that's the game. You just go out, get resources. You kind of craft like smithies and workbenches and all that other crap. You're basically just building gear. But in Medieval Dynasty, you're doing all of that, and you're building a village. You're building a logger's cabin, and then you're going out to another settler, and you're grabbing an NPC, hiring them or inviting them to your settlement, and you're like building your settlement, and they have jobs, and like it's actually insane. I'm surprised I never heard of it until like this week. But it's actually a really, really, really good game that I've been playing. I can share that.
I was thinking about retro gaming and grabbing a copy somewhere of Final Fantasy VII and running back through that again with Sherry Vegas.
Ooh.
Just taking turns, swapping there, sitting on the couch, going back and forth, playing through, raising our chocobos. Or was that in Final Fantasy VIII? I can't remember.
Did you just call it a chocobo?
Yeah.
It's a chocobo.
Yeah, the chocobo.
It sounds like some kind of Spanish dish. Did you have any chocobos?
The chocobo.
Chocobo.
Chocolate bows.
But it had the card game. Remember you collected cards? And there was like I don't know. Did you guys play Final Fantasy VII?
A little bit.
It's been so long since I've played it. I don't remember anything. 10 is my favorite.
I don't think I ever played 10. I did play 11.
10 was 11.
I never had a PlayStation, so I never played much of them. I actually had Final Fantasy VII on an emulator, and it worked up until you had to put in the second disc, and then the emulator stopped working.
Oh no!
So
no, Final Fantasy 11 was the MMO.
Yeah, I feel like anything after 10 ruined Final Fantasy for me.
I did play one of the newer ones because it was on the Xbox, and you can like drive around in a car. That was not what I thought Final Fantasy was.
Well, that was
so
14.
I understand your comment, Matt.
Well, Final Fantasy Online was decent.
15,
the MMO.
15 was on where you drove around in a car and went to the docks and all that stuff.
Yeah. It was a dope looking car. It was pretty slick. I mean, I liked the style. I've always enjoyed that
Mad Max kind of thing.
Steampunk fantasy kind of shit. I enjoy that. There was an anime I watched when I was growing up called Steam Boy. It's a stupid name, but it was a really cool gimmick. They had like this looked like a bomb from Mario, and it had like unlimited steam power inside of it. So it was just like a cool little steampunk anime kind of thing. So I enjoy Final Fantasy in the way that they did that stuff.
The MMO is pretty good. The most recent, what is it, 14, I think?
14?
I like that one. I played that for a bit. It's free to play, so why not?
Yeah.
That's free to play up to a point, but
yeah, I never got to that point, so it's still
dude, I'll tell you what, I would love to see, like, I know that Kaladesh was kind of steampunkish, But I
Yeah,
would love a full-on steampunk. I
yeah.
love steampunk. I'm
I
a
opened up.
big steampunk kind of
Yeah,
art.
I had a single pack of Kaladesh, and I absolutely loved the artwork for everything that they had in that. Very cool looking set. I really enjoyed that. I think you're right that if they did like an entire world building out of it again and revisited that it would be a really cool crossover.
I'd much rather see like a steampunk take on Magic than a Wild West. I'd rather they kind of merge those, into a steampunkish Wild West, sort of like with the Will Smith Wild West kind of vibe with Kevin.
I love that movie so much, and I understand that it's terrible.
It's not.
It's not bad.
It's not a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah,
but Kevin Kline, is that his name?
I think it is. Yeah. The straight man.
At any rate, I just love steampunk stuff. Also, I don't know if you ever watched that Anime 9. I don't know if it's anime or just animated.
Oh,
they're like these dolls that are almost in a dystopian steampunk kind of world.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that 9?
Yeah, that was
like the 9 dolls that are stitched together.
Just like the number 9. Yeah. And he was the last creation out of 9 by this like mad scientist, and like after super cool movie. Very like it was animated. I don't think quite anime, but
no.
The style to it was like haunting. They did a phenomenal job with their
almost between steampunk and Tim Burton. It's like Tim Burton steampunk
cool line.
But I mean, I would love to see them like branch into that, because that was sort of magical with like the little runes and
it's like, imagine if Stuffy Doll had to go on a quest.
I mean, it's just like I think they have so much room that they could branch out in and appeal to people in Magic. But I don't know how we drifted off that. I haven't taken a gummy, so sounds like I gotta take a gummy.
I've had like 3 drinks, but for me that's actually not bad.
I haven't even eaten yet, so I haven't had anything. No. I got water. I guess I could drink water. I probably should do that.
I took a nap.
I don't know if like I said, if that's a direction they're going to go. That with you saw the Wild West thing, right? Like the Wild West frames.
Nope.
That they came out with Wild West and dinosaurs, like very odd.
For what?
There was like some theory
for what's that?
Some theory art.
No, it's test cards or something, test card frames, but they had multiples in Wild West.
Oh.
So, and I mean, full on guns and rifles and shit too. It was like,
they better not bring them damn near guns and my Magic together.
I'm the old guy. I'm like, bring it. I don't give a shit.
Minecraft.
You had rocket launchers right from the very beginning. You have goblin grenades. I mean, seriously, get over it.
Minecraft's my jam. I play that stuff way too much. I was playing Minecraft today.
I've never played Minecraft in my life.
Oh, I love what?
I've never played
Minecraft.
It looks horrible. I can't.
You can get all sorts of mods and stuff for it, so it looks really fancy. But that's
wait
not
until it gets good.
Minecraft.
What? Like, no, it's amazing, Matt. It's amazing.
It's all about the systems and interactions, the way that you're able to do different things in the world, and the way that they all work together or don't. There's like different ways to play Minecraft. There's I'm going to build a house with like the coolest looking roof, and it's going to have beautiful pillars and the most immaculate garden. Or the way I play is, okay, I understand that it loads in chunks 4x4, so I can go up to 64 blocks in either direction and interactions will still occur. So I can have a floating house in the sky so nothing can get me, but all my crops grow and my cows still have babies and stuff. Automatic smelters and shit. There's different ways.
Dude, I love building the monster spawners to harvest resources.
Yeah.
Have you ever built one?
Oh, it's crazy. I love breeding the wolves so that they can just do the work for me. Because if there's skeleton spawners, they'll just instantly kill everything, and you can just sit there and AFK. So you can just put your controller down and like go make a burger, and you come back and you're like 10 levels higher.
Yeah, but like, why play Minecraft when you could play? There's 10 other games that are just better looking and better feeling than Minecraft. Like, go play Ark Survival.
I don't agree with that. There's no other games that you can build circuitry and
Ark
Yeah.
Survival
build a
Evolved.
roller coaster and automatic machines that
I'll be
do
honest,
things.
dude, Ark's not that great.
Ark Survival Evolved. I mean,
I've played a lot of Ark, and unless you're getting all the mods, like
well, of
it's
course you
not-
got it.
And,
Just like
and
you
I'll challenge you, if you like hard games that are difficult to play, try to get to end game in Minecraft. There is an end game.
oh
There's
yeah,
like this dragon thing that you got to get to, that you got to go through an insane amount of shit to even get to it. Like months.
and then
And
go
when
to
you
the
get
end
there,
city
people
afterwards.
own your face
Yeah.
if you're not highly prepped to be there.
And then they just
And
keep
it's
adding stuff.
stupid.
That's to me one of the most
Like you gotta
enjoyable
find
things about
3 different
Minecraft.
portals and build 3 different portals to open up a different portal to kill this ghoulish guy, to get his head, to put it on top of a pyramid, to open the portal to get to the dragon. And dude, it's insane to get to end game in Minecraft.
I've got 441 hours in Ark. Ark's my jam. Valheim is another good game like that. Medieval Dynasty is better because it has actual reasons to build stuff.
I've probably played more Ark than that.
I've got 181 hours in Valheim. What other
I've never
world
played a
builder
minute in
games?
Ark. I don't even know what it is.
It's pretty fun.
It's
it isn't
beautiful Minecraft.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I've never played Minecraft, but I'm going to say yeah.
I'm going to take Pat's word because he's actually played both.
Well, so it's honestly, Ark is a really good game that is similarly different. Like you go out and you punch some trees, and then you are able to get different items together so that you can craft, and you level up and you gather more resources all over the map, and it's more combat based. You've got to like make bullets and guns, and you want to tame dinosaurs and like breed an army. And if you're playing multiplayer, it's fucking gross. It's not a fun time. Whereas if
I've
you're
never
like,
played multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It's PvP garbage.
Yeah, you just don't
Yeah.
do that. You play the PvE and you play with your
whereas,
friends,
like,
or you play with yourself.
there are
I played with
huge
myself a lot.
limitations to
Yeah.
what you can do in Ark. Whereas in Minecraft, you can do almost anything because every block is something you can interact with. So if you want to just dig a hole straight down until you hit bedrock, the end of the game world, you can do that. Whereas in Ark, it's like you're standing on a solid object. You can't go further down than that.
That is one thing I wish you could dig in Ark. That would be pretty cool.
And the way that you build and interact with the world, all of Minecraft is your place to build. You can do anything, anywhere. You can just go 150 meters up into the air and start building a base. Whereas in Ark, you can't do things like that. But there are things in Ark you can't do in Minecraft. So it's fun to play different games, absolutely. But I've cracked away at both of them bunches, because in Ark, you can set all your spawn rates if you're playing alone. So you can have it, I want 500% more wood every time I destroy a tree. So it has like built-in modding to it.
Oh yeah, the default rate on some of the things are actually terrible. Mating is like trying to actually breed is horrible on default rates.
Yep.
It takes
But
literal days to breed a dinosaur. Like, come on.
When it comes down to it, like I said, I played Minecraft today, and I'll probably play some more tomorrow. Whereas
Dude, that sounds as miserable as what was that space game that was just? I think it's still out there. It's an MMO. It's great. Eve.
Oh yeah, Eve is another one that takes literal days for stuff.
Brutal.
I've never
Okay,
played it.
You
but,
leveled
like,
up.
It
It's
looks
going to
cool.
take 28 hours to go from level 1 to level 2. Oh fuck!
son of a bitch.
Why? Like
But,
28 real hours.
Terraria,
Why?
not quite the same
Mm.
game, but
I played a
think
shitload of Terraria. I
it's
love
so
that.
good.
Yeah. If you like Terraria, you'll probably like Minecraft. It's very close to how that functions.
I was I'm a graphic snob. That's one of the reasons why I hate Minecraft. And I was so surprised at how much I stopped caring about graphics when I played Terraria.
That's
How Minecraft is for me.
yeah.
I care far more about the mechanics and the functions and things I'm trying to do, and
I think
little
that's why
pieces
Terraria
master here and
works so
there.
good. Terraria has so many mechanics built into it as well. They have like actual wiring you can do, and you can set up all sorts of crazy contraptions, and it has a lot more events in it, so there's more like structured gameplay, whereas Minecraft is so free form that a lot of people don't know that there is a point to it, that you're supposed to find a dungeon, go through it, kill the dragon, go to the end city, get wings, destroy the wither. Like, there are game events that it doesn't tell you you're supposed to do.
I think everybody's left.
Yeah.
No, have you guys ever played
Oh my God, Matt
Satisfactory?
was totally right. Matt was right. When you stop talking about the shit that your channel is named for, people stop watching.
So do we want to end the stream? We can keep talking. Just stop the brutality for those that don't want to watch this anymore.
I mean, they can shut it off. They're not like sit in a chair, taped to the chair, and with their eyes peeled open. Like, you have to like look
Not
and listen.
smashing somebody's balls with a pair of shoes.
But
You
I'm
have
actually
to watch
going to
our
have to wrap it
stream.
up, guys. I unfortunately, as much as people might be
Nah,
enjoying this, I have to go take my nightly walk because I'm a fat ass diabetic, and I need to get my.
Oh, that's what
exercise
Jerry
and my
means. She's
stuff
got to
done.
walk you like the dog.
You need to get your ass in
Yeah.
shape. We're gonna be walking around Vegas a bunch.
No,
Yeah, make
my
sure you
feet
bring
hurt too
good
bad for
food,
that.
boys.
My feet hurt
Make sure
too
you're
bad for
gelling.
that.
It's okay. We'll
Well,
get you
hey.
hopped. We'll get you hopped up on something that'll take care of that pain.
Yeah, to make put you to sleep.
For that 12-hour
We'll take Ubers everywhere. I ain't
Sure.
walking.
I'm cool with that.
I'm willing to spend the cash for Ubers and Lyfts. But I do got to roll. If you guys want to keep it going, that's cool.
We'll probably
good
wrap it
chat.
up here, I think, as well. As always, guys, phenomenal. Great to talk to you. And thank you to everybody who stuck it out this far. Wonderful. Thank you very much. And hope to see you again soon. Until then, I'm Pat the Pauper.